Learn more about livestock and real cowboys. Like, it was just a detox of like, man, where am I? But I owe everything, and I mean everything, to my father. He did all the research, worked hand in hand with administration and the coaches.
Jesus
And
Christ.
when I went out there, the last words that my father told me, son, just be a man.
Ah!
I wanted people to remember and know of me because it's easy for you to be forgotten there. So many players, so many talent, and you know the stigma about a junior college player. It's like either you're not good enough and you still need time to develop, or you did something stupid, and that's why you're there where you are. We didn't have transfer portal. We didn't have the ability to say, you know what, I'm about to go in conference to the rival and do that. You had to get it out the mud, but I needed it because while at Florida, even though
He dropped it.
even though I developed a lot, I also battled insecurities. Where my greatest asset has always been confidence. I didn't have confidence when I was there. It didn't matter what I did at practice, to not get acknowledged was something that I did not, it didn't go well for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this in a way like, attaboy, good job. Like, no, it was just, it didn't matter what I did, I wasn't going to play. No matter how great of a, we're battling for a backup spot. What? What is that? I'm not a backup, bro. So when I got to Blinn, I was in search of my confidence again. So I went to Florida as Cameron. I left Blinn as Cam. Was your time at A&M, that was the first time A&M was
First year.
in the SEC? Mm-hmm. So you knew that brand of ball was a little different.
For sure.
Not just the brand of ball, the atmosphere was just a little crazy.
I don't think we even knew it, like thinking back about what it was. When I redshirted my first year, I went and got to travel as a redshirt and go to all the road games and see what the Big 12 was. It was cool, but it didn't prepare nothing. One game I redshirt year, the Texas game, was the only game we had that entire redshirt year that even came close to the environment of the SEC. Week in, week out.
Bro, and I tell people, it's different, bro. The passion. It was almost like when I came into the NFL, I was like, yo, this it? You know what I'm saying? It was like, Panthers fans, we are on our consecutive sold out game. It's like 60,000. Like, bro, I'm used to 90,000 belligerent fans. I'm talking about that will tell you about yourself, tell your mama about herself, tell your girl. They're going to do all that research. It's like, golly. And that atmosphere is second to none. The SEC now is different. The game has shifted. And the transfer portal is a game changer. And I don't know if it's a game changer for a good reason or a game changer for a bad reason, but it's definitely a game changer.
The roster's changed so much.
So much.
You don't know. You can go from being a team that went 4-8 to a team that goes 10, wins 10 or 11 games really quick.
Look at Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like, Indiana last year was in the college football playoffs.
And that's a team you would have never thought would have ever been in that position.
You see the Notre Dames, you see the Ohio States and the Texases who invest so much into their programs with the NIL collective. And now it's like, even though it makes it competitive on the college scale, but does the players have the maturity to understand what it's like? Think about it this way. The Letterman jacket era is over.
Gone.
It's crazy. Like, bro, think about that. The Letterman, like, you would wear a Letterman jacket of 4-year starter, 3-year starter, 2-year starter, captain, blah, blah, blah. Man, these kids now can have 4 different Letterman jackets from 4 different schools.
Not to mention you're walking into your dorm room or your, it's not even there, not dorms anymore. You're walking in, you see checks on the counter.
And you don't have to sneak it. Like, yeah, just put it right there. Put it right there.
Just pile it up with the other ones.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, slide it. Hey, bro, go get that. Yeah, all right, cool. I just hope, and this message goes to any collegiate athlete, male or female, you're reaping the benefits today that once upon a time somebody was suspended for and they lost their whole eligibility. Having 5 touchdown games, 6 touchdown games, and going back to your dorm like begging for a pizza or begging just for
taking 10 plates from the football facility.
Like, taking all the Gatorades and the power, just stashing them. Like these are survival tactics as an athlete during that time that you had to do to survive, knowing that your effort and energy and blood and everything went towards propelling a university. And I get it. Trust, I do get it. But I think amateur athletics is dead. It goes really middle school rec ball to semi-pro. Because you start getting NIL
in high school.
And then right after high school, you're a professional athlete. By no means am I saying that they should not get paid, but what I am saying is you have to make sure above the head you're able to be mature enough to walk in whatever comes with the expectation. Because it's wild. Like $3 million, that's 17, 18, financially you're rich.
I'm watching 2 games at once, y'all. My bad.
And that's the danger.
So the main thing is, as great as it is, real goal you want to do being a college football player is get to that second contract in the NFL. The one that changes generations.
For sure. It was always that. Like anybody.
But now, you go to the school you're committed to as a freshman. You ball out. You're all conference, whatever it may be. Now, somebody comes to you after the season, go, here's $6 million. That's $6 million. Somebody came up to me when I was 17 years old, here's 6 M's.
Pew.
Ow.
Pew.
What does that do to you?
Pew.
It's hard to keep your head in a place where you're like, okay, I'm still thinking I want to get to the NFL, right? I want to get to the show. I want to get to that contract. But seeing 2 commas already at 17, 18 years old is...
Before the decimal. Not seeing it after the decimal.
It's crazy.
You see a guy or you see a situation like Quinn Ewers. I think his time in Texas was up, but I don't think his time in college was up.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
A guy like Carson Beck, who, if he would have went to the league, would he have even gotten drafted? But it's reported that he makes upwards of $3 million. You mean to tell me a top-tier college program would not have paid top dollar for a Quinn Ewers?
100%. I think he makes $8 million.
Easily. And drives his stock value for the next coming year.
One thing I think we don't talk about enough either is with how many people are transferring around in the
Purple really a
stuff.
fucking cheat code, dog.
A high school recruit.
You
how many
make your
people
red
are
dog?
really getting taken from high school and getting scholarship offers?
You do
that
use
pool
black,
has
goddamn.
diminished
For sure.
immensely.
When you talk to coaches, though, you ask a coach, said, hey, would you rather have an immature, entitled 5-star kid at 17, or would you rather have the 19, 20-year-old guy who's ready to perform now, who knows what the expectations is for him now?
Who's been sitting behind somebody, not getting any burn.
You don't have, hey, Cam, where you at? You got class, bro. You got psychology. I'm here. The class checkers are always, jotting the first. They don't want to deal with that. And I think, if anything, we're talking about the transfer portal being, something that should be looking at serious from a commissioner standpoint. But if I'm a high school athlete, I fear the transfer portal.
Absolutely.
Because now your status and your stock has now been watered down because they can find a more mature you that's ready to go now. And I don't think coaches even have contracts that they can develop properly now.
If you got 25 scholarships that you're getting out every year now, I would say probably more than half, around half, are coming from the transfer portal.
15
Easily. So that leaves you 12 spots when it used to be a full 25 clip for the most part.
Real talk. Rick Pitino made it abundantly clear. We're not recruiting no high school athletes right now. We're taking all our talent from the transfer portal. What?
For all the things you just mentioned.
For all the reasons. And you're talking to a person who is heavily involved in youth sports, 707. And I see these kids come in and day out. And I'm the head diffuser to let them know, like, bro, you have, man, I got 62 offers. Bro, but 4 are really committable, right? And you ask anybody who says this outrageous number of offers, ask them to say the offers. And they'll tell you, and they'll prove to you, it's like, yeah. But when you start to ask that question, and for them to realize, like, hey, coaches ain't dealing with, they're on a, we got to win now. So therefore, they're going to invest their time, energy, and effort to the people who know that they want to win now. And developing a child or developing an athlete may come at a cost to say, I'm not willing to wait that long for you to get your stuff together.
You know, you've weighed in a lot on Arch Manning at Texas. Obviously a really polarizing guy who will get a chance to really see what he's made of this year. You know, as you look at the college football season this year, who do you feel like has a good chance to win the Heisman or a candidate for it? I think Arch will make a decent run at that.
The Heisman goes not just to the most magnificent and outstanding college football player in that year. It also goes to the most polarizing story.
I think we saw a great example of that this last year.
That's not to say Travis wasn't deserving.
Absolutely not. But if you look at it from a pure who,
Bro,
Ashton Jeanty was
for sure.
that guy.
Ashton's situation was similar to C-Mac's situation. When you pair what happened to Ashton versus what happened to C-Mac, C-Mac had Derrick Henry, and King Henry ran through and constantly running through competitions left and right. There's no denying that. But when you have nationally televised games and platforms, dun, 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 and then by the time Ashton Genty's on, everybody's out. Bar crawling, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who is that a highlight? Is that a real game that's going on right now? Sweet. You know, and you have to go over and beyond to perform in hopes that nobody who has those national games perform. So now when you look at a guy like Arch, it's like, oh, Texas is back. You know what I'm saying? The hype is there for him to take it. I mean, I hope, barring any type of injury, I think he has everything, you know,
Preloaded and ready to go.
oh yeah, it's already set. You know what I'm saying? From talent around him to him being talented, to him having that last name, to it's just, bro,
The conference, the schedule of who they're going to run through, everything. You know, last week Ron Rivera said you were so special at the QB position that he could have gotten 15 more years in Carolina if you hadn't hurt your shoulder in 16. How do you feel about that?
Man, I had a conversation early in my career with Mike Shula. And this was during the time where he was trying to teach me how to slide. Because at the time, like even dating back in college, I never slid, but I never took. I was always the deliverer of the shot, right? The aggressor, the hammer. By not sliding, I would just dive in an unorthodox way at the defender as they was approaching. And it was effective for me for years, but it just looked weird. Like as I was running, I see a defender coming, then I would just kind of dive at his ankles because that would take his force away, right? I started trying to do that in the league, and Shula was like, no, we got to teach you how to slide. Like, we need to get you, 15, 17 years. And I was like, but do I really want that thing? I'm going to give you a good number, and I know I'm going to be able to play the game my way. There's no doubt, could I have played longer? Yeah. Did I want to play longer? Yeah. But my style, I knew also, it wasn't recipe for
Longevity.
But looking back at it, would you change? Would I change? Absolutely not. No way.
I think it's just kind of part of what the game is too. I mean, you play your whole life one way, and you kind of live with that, right? You live by the sword, die by the sword type of thing. And if it turns out to be, I don't think me playing in college, I don't feel like I slid very much either. I was very much in the same way of diving down at ankles, or just like making sure you know when the shot's coming to get down. Only really one time did it ever come back to bite me where I just, playing against Auburn at home and just a little too late and the guy fell on me, shoulder. But it happens.
Yeah.
If you're a quarterback and you're running the ball as much as we ran the ball,
for sure.
it's one of those things that it's gonna happen.
You're not a quarterback at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a runner.
For sure.
And as a runner, I think more times than not, you learn this indirectly, but how to fall. You know what I'm saying? You see the masters of the craft. It's like, all right, this play serves no more. Let me get down, right? But then also when you're getting hit, how can you? It's like a boxer. How can you roll with the punch, right? To take the blow off of you, and doing that for so long, dating back to rec ball, to high school, to college, and you start learning when guys start to gear up, like what's the weakest spot that you can kind of go at, and that to take the girth off the hit, so to speak.
I guess, in your position too, being the aggressor as you're being a runner and like delivering those blows, did you feel like when you got to the NFL, like that it was different, that you couldn't like necessarily like punish people like as much as you could like in college?
Nothing about me going from college to the NFL changed mentally.
Yeah.
There was times where, all right, this guy's bigger than me, or he got a running start and I don't, and I'm not going to take that shot. Okay, hey, it's 4th and 1. I don't care who's there. I don't give. If there's a wall there, I still have to,
Go get it.
Go get it. But that's the thing. Like when you look at how we played, right? And I don't really remember a time where you just took why you take that hit though? And you can never see that on none of my hits. It's like, well, why would Cam take that hit? Like, get down. Every time you see me run, I was the aggressor. And if I was not, I knew I was smart enough to get down to alleviate that hit being taken.
Ron Rivera also said, when people talk about QBs today, they don't mention you as much as you deserve. Do you think you're given enough credit for how much you changed and elevated the QB position, especially with what we look around in the league now and see that it's dual threats?
Yeah, I don't search for that type of validation. When I came into the NFL, it was such a taboo thing to play how I played. Now, granted, before I got there, RPO in the NFL was non-existent. It was like, I remember the first time I even brought it to our offensive staff. It's like, yo, like, give me an option to read the defender. All right, well, they were saying, well, we have traps, where traps is the inner line, right? The 3-tech or the shade. Then you start having zone reads, which you take it from the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that could be a defensive end or a linebacker. Well, now you start doing RPOs, where it takes it a step further, where now you're reading a linebacker or you're reading a box defender. And when we first started running it in practice, it was such a successful play that it's like, okay, we need to start implementing it. Then once a game, then 2 and 3 times a game. And I think the question from the coaches was, how can you properly read this in a split second? And it just happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were to just think about how fast you have to identify, catch the ball out of this defender, am I going to hand it, am I going to pull it and run, or am I going to pull it to throw? And I don't think a lot of quarterbacks get that much respect. It's like, bro, you're just not out there just mashing buttons. Like,
for sure.
It's
fast.
It's fast.
And you have to have, a good idea of what it's going to be pre-snap.
Yeah.
To make it a little bit easier on yourself. But still, when you get into a game and you really have that end on the line of scrimmage, it really is like a bang, bang type of play to go 3 different ways.
And that play could either be an old snap play for 2 ends of the spectrum. So it could be like, oh, snap, like, get it, or it's like, touchdown, or something, right? So a lot of those things, man. But, to your point, when I first came in, there was not a lot of the philosophy that we see today. And dare I say, don't get enough credit, because I see my appreciation comes when I do see a Josh Allen, when I do see a Lamar Jackson, when I do see, Johnny Manziel's, when I do see, the Jalen Hurts, when I do see the Kyler Murrays, and these guys have made a major impact in a way where, going back to 2011, being a dual threat, you're now a minority quarterback, no matter what color you were. Being a pro-style quarterback only, you're now the minority.
For sure.
Everybody has some type of athleticism at the quarterback position, and it's mandatory.
Yeah, it is, for sure. You know, we talked a lot of special moments, obviously, today. You know, this podcast is called Glory Days, you know, for a reason. So, always end the show by asking, you know, our guests the same question. You know, if you had to choose one word to define your glory days, what word are you choosing?
Iconic. Frank Sinatra said it best. I did it my way. You know what I'm saying? Bro, and this is why, like, I'm a fan of athletes. Not teams, but athletes. And the greatest homage that an athlete can pay another athlete is doing their signature, whatever, from dressing like the person, or, you know, celebrating like the person. And when I would see you do, you know, the Superman thing, and I would see Jalen do the Superman thing, and other athletes do the Superman thing, I was like, yo, bro, I did it my way. It came with a cost. Definitely came with a cost.
For sure.
Being iconic was not something that I led with. It just ended up being that, especially when you go into a situation, you know, where you're representing two states, North Carolina and South Carolina, and being a beacon of hope. That's all I wanted. Like, I wanted the people there to realize that, man, you got a warrior that's going to ride till the wheels fall off. And it definitely did. So, while that engine and them wheels was fresh, bro, I gave you all that I had. And I don't regret anything.
As you should. And I could sit here and do this all day with you for sure, but man, I appreciate you. I appreciate how our friendship has been growing throughout the last couple years, and will continue moving forward. Unbelievable throughout my lens of being able to watch your career, how it all played out.
Shit.
Truly iconic in every sense of the way. You paved a huge path for me and a ton of other guys. And I think I speak for a lot of people when we say we're thankful for that and what you've done on a football field, off of it, and who you are. For everybody watching the show, go watch 4th and 1, man. Go really tap into what this guy's doing on a weekly basis, because it's the most entertaining thing in sports, in my opinion. I'm having a lot of fun watching it. But my man, Cam Newton, 1 of 1, best.
Thank you.
Here's your official invitation to come jam at Guitar Center. Now through the 20th, all Elisa's E-Drum
Spiritual soul in the building. Geyser. Nature soul in the building, man. Simple. Geyser. In the building. Hoodie soul in the building.
Y'all bot ass niggas don't know about this shit.
Got my shoes on right now, though. It's too fucking cold. In the building, man. Simple. So look, I gotta hurry up and record this video because I know water is about to get on my camera, so my phone, the quality gonna be looking crazy in a minute. It just started raining like 20 minutes ago, so I find that as a sign to get y'all this video. Now this video, I want y'all to know this right now. Let's put the Matrix to the side, and let's tap in with yourself. Last night I took 3 Hirataki pills. And this video gonna be quick. Look, I took 3 Hirataki pills last night. Now Hirataki, I don't know if y'all know what that is. It activates your third eye, it helps you breathe way deeper, and it puts you in a way deeper meditative state or dream state, right? So, I told y'all I stopped drinking, and I really stopped. I kind of try to limit myself. I'm not completely off the weed, I admit it. But once I cleansed my body, my dreams started to make more sense. I started back writing down my dreams, and I told y'all since day one, write down all your dreams. Why is this car just sitting there? It took you too long to turn, my boy. It's gone now, but goddamn. Motherfuckers see you in nature solo and they just want to stop and stare. Shit crazy. But look, I told y'all to start writing down your dreams. I've been telling y'all since day one, if you're a music artist and you really tapped in with yourself, if you go deep into your dreams, you start getting lucid in your dreams, you can bring back frequencies and tones, beats, music that you have never heard of in the physical. And you got you some hits. If you're an artist, you can see different colors, different ideas, different type of shit that only exists deeper and deeper within yourself. A deeper part of yourself only has access to that shit. Most of the shit y'all see, castles, ideas, structures, all type of stuff, it come deep from your dreams. A lot of y'all don't know that the government be using people to do remote viewing to make sure you can't do certain shit. They even got people set and being set in an astral plane to make sure you can't do certain shit. So let's put the physical to the side and let me tell you what I experienced, and hopefully it can activate something within your ass. I'm out here in the rain, my hand is freezing, but I still got to get you this message. I had a dream yesterday. It was last night. I went to sleep kind of late, but when I dozed off, I was out. And in my dreams, normally, when I focus on something, it takes me there. So I could be talking to some females in my dreams, and then I could look at a tree. If I look at that tree, 9 times out of 10, it's going to pull me to that tree. It's like my higher self be controlling everywhere I go in my dreams, as long as I'm lucid. As long as I'm lucid. If I'm not lucid, let's say I've been drinking that day, or let's say I like this been toxic in the physical. I don't have no control over my dreams. It's kind of impossible. It'd be hard for me to remember. But look, in this particular dream that I had last night, I was having a conversation with this older guy with gray hair who looked like, you know how bums be looking? Hold on. Let me wipe my camera. It was this older guy, gray hair. And you know how bums
He should have just pulled it himself. And goddamn, that worked too. Shit.
And
Touchdown.
They be having all the facial hair, but it's supposed to be gray, but it looked kind of dirty. And he was drinking and shit. And I'm asking myself this. Why am I dreaming about a fucking bum that's sitting here? Now, where we were sitting was crazy because at where we were sitting, my nigga, it was only me and him there. And I'm like, bro, out of every fucking thing I could be dreaming about, you mean to tell me, my nigga, I'll take some Harataki, I'm trying to tap in. This white car is riding past again. I can't make this up. Hold on. It just did a full circle. Guess they ain't used to seeing no niggas just chilling in the rain. Go ahead, my guy. So look, I ask myself, how come I take 3 Harataki to activate my third eye? I tap in with myself. And y'all give me a dream of a fucking bum? This is what I was asking myself because I was lucid enough to know what was going on. It was nothing for me to focus on that could take my attention away from the bump. It's like the motherfucker had my whole undivided attention, right? Now listen to me, y'all.
I can't take my attention away from
It's like he had my whole undivided attention. So look, this shit is getting out of hand. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta hurry up. So look, I was having a conversation with him, and majority of the conversation I can't even remember, but I remember he was talking about ancestors, right? Now, in my dreams, I don't know what it is, but in my dreams, I be wanting my dreams to be spiritual, but they be bodied as fuck. Like, I be wanting my dreams to be something that I really can grasp and take back with me and keep experiencing over and over. But 9 times out of 10, it's like my dreams be giving me random side quests and random missions and shit. So he having a conversation with me about ancestors. And one thing y'all don't know, we all have a whole line of ancestors that's working for us. And majority of our ancestors that y'all think be working for us and shit, majority of the ones that's going crazy is the ones that's bad as fuck in this timeline. They probably alcoholic. They probably smoke.
Thank you, Randall.
Domestic. They have a
Appreciate that.
temper. They have like a demonic bad spirit. But little do y'all know, majority of those people that's in your DNA, that's your ancestors, they are warriors in the spiritual realm, right? So, that's a whole nother video. But basically, bro, your ancestors, you're a reflection of your ancestors that came before you. Your thoughts come from them. Your ideas come from them. Your emotional state come from them. You came here to just end generational curses that was put upon you to raise your vibration, to raise your soul level even higher. Bro, this shit is like a video game. Once you start understanding it, once you start understanding the deeper parts of yourself, you'll understand this shit is like a video game. Now let me get back to my mans. He was talking to me about some ancestor shit, and I wasn't able to really comprehend what he was saying because, you know, in a dream, it just be skipping over shit. You can't just sit and have a combo and just remember everything. It skips over. It's like I can't explain it. Bro, did y'all know, I'm about to get straight to the point.
This nigga was
Did
crazy.
y'all know I was having conversations with him? And then I started feeling fear coming from myself. Like I started feeling like this uncomfortable feeling, temporary. And I'm about to, and I'm about to get straight to the point. I'm having a conversation with this fucking old man. It was nothing for me to focus on that could pull me away from him in my dream. And then out of nowhere, nigga, I start feeling fear. This nigga disappeared. Why did my point of view change from me looking at him to him looking at me? But it wasn't him. It was me looking at myself. And what I was looking at, it wasn't even me. I know that shit probably don't make sense. Listen, I started feeling intense fear. Out of nowhere, he disappeared. And I morphed into him from his point of view looking at me. But me wasn't me. I was a completely different fucking person. So look, what I'm trying to tell you is what I got from this dream.
What's up,
Nigga,
Isabella?
I tried to send myself a message from another
Going on, what's
aspect
going
of
on?
myself. But I was too judgy.
Who's still in
about,
here?
This a bum, this is
Random,
a
you still
Bro,
here?
it don't matter how they look.
Thank you
nigga,
for the
they
love.
soul level, they spirit. Nigga, that's a powerful being. I basically, bro, you don't know how our power works.
Bro, this whole
You don't
defense
know
getting
how
cut.
everything that's happening in the astro, everything that's happening in the dream is trying to get us to wake up so we can conquer
My
this
fault,
shit.
y'all. I'm looking at this. You know what I'm saying?
That
I'm watching the
old man
game.
is
I'm watching 2 games.
Now, I'm not going to say that was me from a past life.
Try to
that was
read
me
these
from this
comments.
life, that was me from that life. I was trying to communicate with myself through a fucking dream. And I don't know why I projected an old man that was a drunk. But what I got from it was he was telling me, nigga, no matter what, your ancestors, who you are, like, bro, I was getting a lot of just information from it. It was just piling on. But what I'm getting from that is, bro, most of the motherfuckers you be seeing in your dreams be you. If you had never became lucid in your dreams and try to really tap in with the person or the people that you seeing, most of it be you. Now, I'm not saying you do got hijackers. You do got people who try to control your dream states. You do got fucking demons and entities and different stuff. But that's why I told you, if you cleanse up, you meditate and you take care of yourself, your inner world will respond. If you somebody who just out here going crazy, you're not gonna really experience this shit. But I'm a low-level nigga when it comes to all this. There's some people who probably watching this video who had way deeper experiences.
Oh, I can't skip this bitch.
Let me tell you how my story ends. I become a
But what I got from that dream, how I just morphed into him, and then I was looking at myself, but it wasn't even me the whole time. I was him. And the person I was playing in my dream, like if you ever looked at yourself in the mirror in a dream and it ain't you, or you look kind of different, distorted or something, like something is different. Bro, right now, while all this shit going on in the Matrix, bro, your superpowers is ready to just activate. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Most of the time, I just want to go to sleep now and just get and tap into that realm. But bro, you got these superpowers that they don't want you to know. Your dreams ain't just dreams; they messages. All of them, nigga. Ain't not one dream you having is just a normal dream. No matter how normal it look, all your dreams is messages. It always been. I had an old man, nigga. It was nothing. I told y'all in a dream. Your higher self pulls you to different shit. So if you in a dream and you just doing one thing and then you have a thought about going somewhere, but you've been there before, you can experience it, you can perceive it, you gonna teleport there. It's gonna pull you there. You driving in your dream, just cruising. Then you about to go hoop, and then you turn and you look at a mountain, and then you teleport to that mountain. It pulls you there. Now you in a whole nother situation in your dream. Your higher self be working for you in your dreams, but you just can't connect with your higher self in your dreams because you cutting it off in the real, in the physical. Just like you upgrading your player, nigga. Upgrade your life. You giving your player, you giving your physical upgrades, hitting the gym, doing this, doing that, getting surgeries, girl. But you don't do shit for your inner self. You don't do shit for God. You don't go within. So you want experience. The experience I got from that was telling me, bro, most of our ancestors that we probably look down at, most of our uncles, cousins, we got some, they fighting their demons. You got some family who go to wars. They didn't go to wars.
Yo, I'm so
They didn't
happy
come
the
here to
football
kill.
season back,
They
bro.
just got a warrior spirit. So
I can't name a single player on this field right now, but boy, like, shit.
That's how that shit works.
I ain't a Bears fan. I'm not a Dolphins fan. I'm just
drunk,
watching these sheep.
They all just toxic as fuck. When they pass on, those be the ones that's most active in the spiritual realm, ready to protect you.
Vibes are good,
They
dude.
came here. That's why they facing so
Eddie,
much
I'll be
more.
using this.
That's why they got to go through so much stuff, and then there's other people that ain't going through nothing. The ones
Thank
that
you,
told
Isabella.
gonna always go through more because you have to wake up. You have to. I'm looking at that old man like, bro, why the fuck am I having a dream? The whole time it was me. It was me. It was another me.
I'm
Looking at another me. Nigga, I ain't even gazer in my dreams. Who the fuck am I? Who am I? Who are we? Gaze. And this is why they keeping us asleep. I was just telling y'all, bro, if we had the same technology that the motherfuckers over there in China got, our DNA would start activating. We'd start remembering certain shit because the technology was always aligned with us. We already had that shit in the past. This is why they keep us at this low-level technology. This is why they keep us asleep as possible. This is why everything makes sense to keep
That's
you
a good-ass
from going
pocket.
with things.
Touchdown.
Because
Beat him.
then you start noticing, hold
Man, y'all sorry ass.
I've always been.
And then he hurt. Oh, he hurt.
If you noticing you ain't gotta suffer.
He
no more,
dove
shit
into the
gonna change.
defender.
If you notice you got power and you got ancestors and God
Oh my
and everything
gosh.
working for you at all times, even through your lowest point, how can they fuck with you? So what I want y'all to do, start tapping in. This is what I'm telling y'all, while all this shit is going on, it's a reason why it's going on, so you can still keep focusing on all them. But all the power is inside of you. Tap in. Take it one step at a time. I recommend those Harataki pills. It activates your third eye, gives you deeper dreams and deeper meditation experiences. But you got to be consistent with yourself. You can't just be a person, watch a video, then want to go try something, and then it don't work for you, and then now you just like, oh, and then you back to your body-ass life. Stay consistent. Anyway, I just wanted to get that for y'all. It stopped raining now. My hands is freezing. It stopped raining now. I'm about to get ready to go home, take all this wet shit off, take a shower, and drop this vid for y'all. But I just want y'all to know, man, yourself, your higher self, your ancestors, God, everything is trying to communicate with you right now. Wake up. Take care of yourself, man. I love y'all. Spiritual soul sounding out, bro.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. All right, Ocho, joining us right now, the two-time Pro Bowl Louisiana native, LSU Tiger. He was on that great 2019 national championship team that featured Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the #1 offensive line in the country, and it was obviously one of the greatest offensive teams in college history. Here he is, the defensive captain on that side of the football, Patrick Queen. PQ, what it do?
What up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Man, we doing great, man. How you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain. Appreciate y'all, man.
Oh, what's up, little man? You good?
Why you starting this already, bro? Why you starting this already, bro? I already got a bone to pick with you
But I
anyway.
did. Wait, hold on. Talk to me. Wait a minute. Let me get comfortable. Okay, what happened? What happened? Listen, whatever bone you got, I can put the meat back on it, boy. Just tell me what you need. I got you.
Pause.
You gonna pause that?
Oh, Paul, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh, my man.
Oh, God.
Come on,
Hey.
bro. Come on, bro. That's disrespectful.
What I got you at?
Hey, too, bro. Come on, bro. Let's
All
be
right,
real,
I tell you
dog.
what. You know what? My word is always good. My word is bond. Tell me what you want. I go in the system internally and I change it. And I guarantee before week 1, you're ready to be where you wanted at.
I need to be a little bit faster.
Just tell me.
Because I ain't that
Okay.
slow. Have to get high overall. Whatever you got to do to make the overall higher. You feel
Okay.
me?
That's it? Oh,
That's it.
say less. Say less.
That's
Say
plenty.
less. But I need you to do me one
I
favor.
don't know you shit.
Now, I'm going to do all the changes that you want. I'm going to make the necessary changes. I need you week 1. Who y'all play week 1? Okay, y'all play the Jets week 1. I need you to pop out on film. I need you to pop out on film week 1. So when we go to make those adjustments after week 1, I can stand on the table and look, boom, we need to change young Bull because look at this. I got to have something to go off of. When I'm in the meeting room, well, the people don't play, boy.
I
need you. Okay, stay left. All right, we good. That's problem solved.
Hold on. Is it true that you were in the Pro-Am, you did the Bass Masters Pro-Am? You're a fisherman, you're a bass fisherman.
Hell yeah, that's all I do. When I go home, bro, all season I just fish the whole time. Fish workout, that's it.
Bass fishing or any type of fishing? Just bass mainly?
Bass fishing, yeah. If my buddies go saltwater, I'll go, but dang.
So you did your jig, crank, jellies?
My go-to, drop shot, crankbait, jerkbait.
Okay.
Stuff like that. Nico.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you, so when you was growing up, had Bill Dance, had Roland Martin. I know who Kevin Van Dam is. I know who Mike Akinelli is. I know who Ish Smith is. I know all of these guys. I watch them on Saturday morning when they used to come on. And I understand, hey, they throwing the jig and they throwing the jellies and they backing up against the tides over there trying to catch them. So how did you get into bass fishing?
It was COVID year when I was coming out of LSU and had nothing else to do. Lockdown. I had put my hamstring at the combine, so I couldn't even go to PT or nothing to get my stuff worked on. So my buddy was like, "Let's go fishing." And neither of us had a boat, so I had some money. We get the boat and started bass fishing. And never ever since.
Man, so let me ask you, do you do any shore fishing?
Nah, that ain't my.
So it's
yeah. I
so
gotta
you going out there with
have a stove. Yeah, I gotta have a stove and cheating the whole thing. I need everything. I need all that.
So you got the bass finder, you got all that. So you got all that in your boat. So what you riding with? Every Johnson, what kind of outboard you using?
Damn, what you talking about?
I got a Falcon boat, but I use MBT screens. So I got the MBT 22 inch, 24 inch, one of that.
Okay.
I had low range on the front bow for like my marketing and stuff. I took that off, so I just run a Humminbird with the 360 in the last boat.
So I understand you got big. So now I'm talking about the motors you using. Johnson, Evinrude,
Mercury.
Oh,
Mercury, okay. Let me ask you a question. But you also got a what they call it, a troller. So to get you closer in there, because that's too much power, you run ashore. So you got a trolling motor to get you in the little tight spots, right?
A Garmin, yep.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say, y'all talk about fishing. I ain't never had no boat. I ain't never had no rods. But I spearfish. A queen. I spearfish. So I go to the Bahamas, right? I go to the Bahamas over in Siesta Key. It's a little part where they go and I free dive and I spearfish like that. So it's just me, spear, little arrow. I get the bow and arrow. I shoot arrow too. And I spearfish. I don't know how long you can hold your breath in the water. But they used to call me Baby Aquatic when I was younger. So I don't know about fishing from boats and all that engine stuff y'all talking about. But if you want to go spear fishing with me, if you can free dive, if you can swim, man, holla at your boy off season.
Yeah. I can swim. We can do that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Q. You catch and release, or do you? I mean, what's the biggest fish you got on the wall?
My biggest is the 8-9.
Okay.
I'm still trying to crack that double digits, but
they hard.
It's hard, bro.
But I feel a little conflicted catching a fish that size and like taking them out of the water. Like, man, this joke. Because that's a female fish, and that's normally a female fish. And I feel bad because I'm like, damn, you've been here so long, and to take you out just to put your ass on my wall because you're not gonna eat it. Back in the day when we growing up, you caught a fish that big.
They come and go.
They pop
in.
Yeah. It would that's what they call trophy fish. And so I kind of feel bad, but I agree with you. I mean, to try to get something double digit, and closer to the 12, 13, 14, that's a nice fight.
But we putting BTA, bro. Goddamn.
If I were to hook something,
Yankees, bro. Yankee fans, where y'all at? I know it's a Yankee fan in here.
Oh, he got to go on the wall.
Hey, I got.
Don't worry about that goddamn football game, bro. The Astros put work on the Yankees.
The live group down here in Miami one time. Out there in the Keys.
The Dolphins are fucking ass.
I ain't had no rod. Just number hands.
First of all, you ain't.
Now I tell you, listen.
Hey, we already know that's
No. I'm telling you. I was spearfishing. I'm telling you. So I had. Listen, come on, man. Don't do me like that, man.
Goliath grouper ain't no fish that you spearfish. That's flounder or something like that. That's a
That's how I got him.
Not a
I hit him in the left fin. When you hit him in the left fin, and he can only go sideways. So it made it
flounder or you need the bottom fish. That's not a bottom fish.
I'm telling you, man, it was a Goliath grouper. He about 380 pounds.
I know
I know how big Goliath grouper get.
What you saying?
But if you need to go look up what the original, they changed the name. That wasn't the Goliath grouper. That wasn't their original name. People, do your homework and go look. I'm not gonna say it, but go do your homework and see what the fish original.
Is you a Yankees fan?
And they changed it. I'm gonna say it like that. But we're gonna get too far topic. Let me ask you this.
I'm right next to
you. You understand both sides of this rivalry, the Ravens and the Steelers. Give us the biggest difference between John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin.
Man, it's crazy. I think players can relate to Mike T a little bit better than they will with Harbaugh, but I think both of them got excellent strategies. They got two different strategies when they go into the games, and I don't want to get into the whole details about it because I know they got their stuff about the whole public knowing about that stuff, so I ain't going to get into it. But I can say the similarities are there. They're very similar. I mean, they both obviously hard-nosed football teams. The practices are intense on both sides. They both are well known for going into deep details about when you're going into battle and stuff, and you know about that. And I think it's just the biggest thing is just it's always going to come down to that last possession.
Closest to the plate for an ultra?
No, you can't see that.
Prismacolor.
Ultra, superior light beer.
Whoever got it. And whether it's getting a stop or trying to go score. And it's like that every single time we played, besides the last 2 games that we had against them, where everything was falling apart for us defensively, which we can't have that happen this year. It's just two well-known organizations that's hard-nosed football, that love football. Just true X's and O's. Not going to be a whole lot of trick stuff going on. It's just hard-nosed football.
Hey, listen, from all the reports I've heard so far, especially coming out of camp, the defense is dominating the offense. Obviously, I expected that, obviously, with the acquisitions that you guys have made. And my thought is, looking at it on paper, I think, personally, based on what you guys have, I see a Steelers defense that has a chance to look like the Steelers defense of old in the early 2000s. Obviously, when you look at it from a standpoint of where's the weakling? Where's the weakness on the defense? Up front, you tight. At the linebacker position, you tight. And the goddamn secondary, obviously, everybody's resume speaks for itself that came to play with you guys, Slade, Ramsey. So, for you guys, what is your goal? Because right now, as a team, your identity is now the defense from now on. So I just want to instantly, what is your goal this year for you guys?
I think it's to start faster than we did and to be able to continue to be a better defense as the season goes along and not regress. I think last year we lost the last 6 games or whatever it was, and we just steadily declined every single game. Is like we just got worse and worse and worse. I've been talking with the reporters and stuff. Like this year, is so much more detail going into the defensive playbook. There's a lot of new stuff going into the defensive playbook. It's just us being able to start right now with the basic fundamentals and building off of that right now every single day, not taking our time and we'll get to that later. Everything is detailed now, so that way we get to the season, we can just game plan. We don't have to switch up what we do. We don't have to go try to create something new. We can just go out there and do what we do and do it at a high level. I think that's the biggest thing right now. We're just trying to focus on being better than we were last year, starting game 1.
One more question before you go.
You got big money.
I got one more question. One more question, because I'm kind of nosy. Right? Listen, we've seen Aaron Rodgers. We've seen some of the things he's done, the retreats. Some of the things he says. He's been crazy. In the past, not really being locked in. How has he been as a teammate? Is he locked in with great understanding on how important him being somewhat of a version of his old self for you guys to be successful? Has it been dope having him as a teammate so far?
Yeah, he's a hella cool dude. I mean, one day the practice that we got rained out, walking on the 10, we just got to talking about stuff, and then he asked me like what my favorite animal and stuff like that. On top of the stars and stuff, we had a whole conversation about stars and stuff. So he's a cool dude, man. But as a teammate, getting to see him how he approaches the game and stuff is just different because, like, the whole thing at practice, they want everybody on the sideline, but I go stand by the offense and see how they look from that game. and he'll be right there, and I can hear him going through, like, in his head, like,
dropping pencils like a motherfucker.
I'm looking at this. Like, he's saying this out loud as the other guys taking the snaps. So
I didn't even see what she asked. Oh, I'm 23.
And it's just something cool to see somebody that does that too.
How old are y'all? Or shit, I don't know. Y'all asking me that shit.
You got big money to leave the Ravens. I mean, yes, leave the Ravens and go to the Steelers. You didn't have the season that you wanted to have in Pittsburgh. Were you Nick? What transpired that we didn't get an opportunity to see the Patrick Queen that we had saw so many years with the Ravens?
Yeah, it's just a new environment, trying to get a feel for everything, how the team plays, and it's just hard. It's so hard to do that coming in from in that off season and just trying to build that chemistry up there right now and trying to get an understanding of the defense and stuff. It's so hard to do that in one season. But that's why they paid me to do it. And so this year, it can't be no excuse. I got to go out there and do what I got to do what they paid me to do. Just go out there and be myself. I think, like my team called me before camp started, called me while I was getting on the plane. It was like, it's go time. Like, it's no more getting used to everybody. It's no more of the whole friendly transition. Like, it's go time. There's no more playing around. So, right there, I was excited right there. So, it's just a fun of me going out there and being who I am, getting the ball, getting the turnovers, running the defense, doing the things that they paid me to do. I think the biggest thing is just that whole transition, that whole switch from playing with the same guys for 4 years to going to a new defense and trying to play with those guys is just a huge difference.
The last Steelers playoff win happened in 2017. What has been Mike T's message? Because every year, I mean, like you said, you guys started fast and then you tail spin and you went to playoffs and you tail spin even more. So what has been his message this year to make sure that we don't get repeat seasons of the previous years?
Everything that we're doing starts right now. That's why I was saying, like, the whole detail of the defense is so much better than it was last year, from top to bottom. And I think that's the biggest thing is, like I said, we were trying to reinvent stuff going into a few games at the end of the season last year. And this whole message to the team right now is just start right now. Start right now. Be great right now. Every single day, every single rep. Do it at your best. Get whatever you're good at, be great at, and whatever you're great at, excel at it, and keep going and keep pushing it. He got all the sayings and stuff. There's so many sayings I'll be forgetting.
Matter of fact, Mike, he got them.
But he got some sayings with him. Yeah, it's dope though, because you're going to team me there's something new every single day. Like, it's not the same message over and over. It's always something new, and he focuses on different people every single day. It's not always the same position group. He's not always the same person. Like, he highlights different things every day that will transpire in the season. And you kind of seen that from camp last year and going into the season. You'll see things that he talked about in camp happen in the season and stuff that we try to avoid. So he knows what's going to happen, and like, he tries to prepare us for it. So it's our job to go out there and do it.
You guys, it's your job. It's all you guys. You look at what you got defensively.
Damn,
you look at TJ. You look at Cam.
Y'all don't notice that, do y'all?
You look at yourself. You got Jay Ram. You got Slade.
Damn, you set that nigga up.
You got Joey Porter Jr. on the other side.
Shit.
Y'all got no excuses because y'all layered at three levels: front, middle, and the back. Y'all got to be a top 5 defense. Y'all look. I understand Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is what he is. You got DK. You got Calvin Austin III. You have some nice offensive players. But you know y'all bread is buttered on the defensive side of the football.
Yep, and that's our job right there. If we could create turnovers and just, even if we're not creating turnovers, don't let them score. Don't let them score 7. If they drop the ball, 3, 7 for 3 fools. Like, if they could beat us the whole game, kicking field goals, that's what it's going to have to be. But at the end of the day, like you just said, there's no excuse, like, with the guys that we got. If we could get Aaron the ball back 3 times, 4 times a game, 2 turnovers, whatever, stop here and there, I think we have a very successful season. I don't think people understand, like, Aaron can still be Aaron. Like, we still got it. If we can protect him and we go out there and do what we do on defense, we got a good chance.
Absolutely. Listen, I said that to start the show off. Obviously, you guys are going to be really good. I think defensively, you guys will be able to do more. Obviously, you have that kind of talent, that kind of elite skill at certain positions. It opens up the defense and allows the defensive coordinator to be able to do other things to confuse offenses, to confuse quarterbacks that they're playing against. So I'm excited to see y'all play, except when y'all play the Bengals outside. No, I'm not gonna talk no trash. I'm here to respect the Steelers. You know, I'm here to respect the Steelers. Fans love me. I love them, but I'm excited to watch y'all this year. Obviously, to see what Aaron is going to do. But with it being said, funny thing is I'm a defensive guy. I love defensive play. I have I'm a huge enthusiast behind the artwork, in which I feel is the most difficult position there is. So I'm looking forward to watching Slade.
Trip was good.
And how that works.
Oh shit, Atlantis. You don't like that no more.
If Jalen will be at corner, I know Porter's on one side. Is Slade? How's it gonna know? You can't say.
They're gonna be everywhere. I mean,
CJ Stroud is your favorite?
They're gonna be locked down, so it's gonna be locked down. They'll be who
Anyways, ladies, shut up.
He might be coming in that linebacker. Like, he's gonna be everywhere. We got a lot of stuff that we're doing. It's gonna be new looks on defense.
You won't.
I know people be saying that they've got the same defense that they always do, this and that. So it's gonna be a new look.
I could imagine.
I am stuck on Danny Craig.
But yeah, I didn't know. Wait, no. He your favorite?
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line, powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Now just $19 a month.
How can I see how long I've been live?
Stream, scroll, browse, and connect with.
How can I see how long I've been live?
Stream, scroll, browse, and connect with. Included. That's a top-tier network at a budget-friendly cost. But you already knew all that, didn't you? For a limited time, get Visible for $19 a month for 1 year guaranteed.
Hey, Walker, bring back the Pico de Gallo burger, and I'll bring back 3 of my table tents.
Okay, deal. The Pico de Gallo burger is back.
Hey, hey, he hit that fucking silly in that bit.
I'm Chris Redfield.
How the fuck you do that?
Author and citizen.
Hey, he hit that fucking silly in that bit.
I'm Chris Redfield.
How the fuck you do that?
Author and citizen.
No look passes and all that stuff. It just detail you that much more in your work.
That's dope. That's live.
They be BSing, bro. I don't know. I think I need to start going live on TikTok more. That's probably what it is.
227 back then. Hey, I would have probably ran your ass over though, boy. I'm just thinking about it. You know, no disrespect. I'm just telling you, I'm the type that catch a slant, and instead of cutting up field, I'm gonna run right into you, boy.
If you would have played against me, you wouldn't be wearing them type of shades right now. I can guarantee you that.
Ooh, Pat.
He said he would have knocked the shades off that boy.
Hey, man, listen, man.
Hey, you still young, put them pads on, come see about that.
But tell Tom to bring me in.
Shoot, hey, I guess they starting to roll in now.
Extra camp, I don't even need a contract.
Hey, they got a whole new. I know you ain't had a training room like we got now, but they got all kind of stuff that you can go up there and get you out.
Hold on. I don't never go in the training room. I've never been in the training room.
He said you're gonna have to go in the training room.
Hey, y'all still do hamburger drills?
What is a hamburger drill?
Oh, you don't know what Oklahoma drill? You know what hamburger drills is?
Man, we call it Oklahoma drill. I'm from down south. Ain't no hamburger.
Y'all had a friendship reunion in this home.
I used to do hamburger drill with the linebackers though when I was playing. That's how I know.
And what you used to juke and try to get out the way.
No. Just head up. I'm on that. I'm on whatever you want.
I'll buy that back. I need film on that.
I'll send it to you right now.
They ain't about that. They ain't about that bull in the ring. See, we grew up with bull in the ring.
When you sit in the middle of the circle and
yeah.
Y'all acting like I wasn't born in the 90s, bro. Come
on,
man. Yes.
Yeah. They might not do it anymore, but I know we did it. Quinn, let me ask you this: what does your diet consist of?
Man, honestly, bro, this is the first year that I'm actually like focused on what I'm eating. Like, I'm trying to stay away from the fried foods this whole off season. Like, I remember the first day I got back, my mom brought me like fried chicken. I said, look, you got 1 week. After this week, I'm not eating no more fried food. Don't bring me no fried food. I want baked food this whole time. So, right now, basically, I probably don't eat my first meal till around like 11:30.
Okay, so you're intermittent fasting right now.
Yep. So I eat my first meal around that time. Then my next meal will probably be 6:30. 7 o'clock, whatever time whatever I eat then. So,
well, damn, how many calories you taking in? You only eating 2 meals a day?
Only 2 meals, but when I eat the 2 meals,
I've been shared.
I'm saying, yeah, bro, you gotta be out there like that, bro.
I've been shared.
5,000, 6,000 calories because you're burning it off. Now, but y'all don't practice. Y'all not out there 2 a days because the second practice is like meetings or something.
No, so we had a walkthrough in the morning. It might be a little bit of running around in that walkthrough, nothing crazy. And then the second practice, you get it in. Like, I think practice at 2 o'clock, yeah, so.
Okay. Go ahead,
I got a question, man. Don't hurt my feelings, man. Now, you say you eat 2 times a day. What type of food you eat? You know, one of the best linebackers in the game, you know? Patrick Queen, LSU. Like, I mean, tell me, don't, hold on, let me just take the shades off, man. What kind of food you eating?
So at lunch, I'll probably get a smoothie. Depending on what I'm feeling, like some days I'm gonna try to be healthy. Some days I might sneak in a burger. I might sneak in a burger here and there. I know what you were waiting on, so I might sneak one in. But I try to not eat too much, so I'll probably eat something that I know that can fill me up. So I'll probably get like 2 slices of piece, something that just fills me up. That way I go to practice and I'm not feeling heavy.
Yeah.
But I still got some good source of energy. And then after that, dinner time, I'll probably eat something healthier. I'll probably grab something baked or something. Like nothing crazy, some pasta.
Okay, see, I like what you just said. You see the balance? You see the balance? You heard him? There's the balance. You know, I'm healthy. All right, I'm gonna get my other stuff over here. I'm gonna combine it together, and that's why he never gonna get hurt, huh? He never gonna get hurt. Because if you eat like a rabbit, I'm telling you, your body gonna fall apart. What?
Ocho, if people could do things in moderation, we wouldn't have a problem, would we?
Well, he got it figured out.
Exactly, that's the thing. It's moderation. Yeah, people can say, it's okay to have pizza. It's okay to, but the problem is you eat the whole pizza. And not a slice, not 2 slices, you eat the whole pizza. Okay, it's okay to have an ice cream, but not a whole quart. So that's the difference. Hey, Pete, congratulations, man, on all the success, bro. Get it, go. Hey, you know who you are. Be who you are. Be that person that say, you know what? This is the guy we want to man the middle of our defense. Be that guy. You know how to be that guy better than anybody else. Now just go do it. Thank you for coming on tonight with Nightcap. Give us a little bit of your time. We greatly appreciate that. Stay healthy. Good luck this year.
Hold on. And do me a favor. Tell Jalen Ramsey and Darius Slay and Joey Porter they couldn't do nothing with me right now, and tell TJ Watt I beat his ass.
Bro, I know you got money. Get your PJ. I know you don't like the whole PJ thing. Get your PJ.
No. Just relay the message for me. I'm gonna see y'all. I'm gonna see you. Just relay the message for me.
We're going to give you some pub on this. Oh, look, you open a fishing and tackle shop called All Pro Fishing and Tackle located in Rose, Louisiana. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it was an idea. Me and my mom was on the phone one day. I was just talking about, like, I always got to order something or go to Bass Pro that's an hour away from the house. And everybody that's local got the same problem. So she just kind of hinted at, like, you should open up your own store. And we got to talking about it, and I just thought it was just a talk. And just one day she was like, hey, I bought this store for you to start your fishing store and this and that. And I was like, you serious? And she was like, yeah. So we started right there, and ever since it's been rolling. It's been doing great. The business has been great. I'm gonna start adding some hunting stuff in there, because we do that down there too. So
right.
Yeah, it's been a blessing.
Hey, you be hunting too? Yeah. Oh, boy, that's my alley, what?
Y'all gotta come take a trip down south to Louisiana, man.
Hey, don't listen. This man ain't hunting nothing.
Oh, we got raccoons and squirrels in Miami. What you talking about?
You ain't hunting them. Okay, Ocho. What kind of gun?
Nah, I use a slingshot for the squirrels.
Like I was saying, you have live bait, right? Shiners and things like that, correct?
So I do. The only thing I didn't put in there for fishing is shiners and stuff, because the whole thing is, like, we open up probably around 6 o'clock. People gonna be going fishing way earlier than that, and they don't live that long.
Yeah, they're gonna be going. Them boats gonna be in the water about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and the minnows don't live that long. And it's the constant battle and try to get more in and keep them alive and stuff. So it's just really, like, there's no point.
So, but you have Louisiana Pinks, red wigglers, night crawlers, things like that.
Yeah, all that stuff. Everything but shiners.
Okay.
I like that.
You done, Ocho? You got anything else you want to add, Mr. Hunter?
All jokes aside, boy. Hey, listen. All love. Have a hell of a season, boy. Have a hell of a season, man. Tell them boys I said good luck. And I'm gonna see y'all boys. I'm gonna see y'all boys twice, and you know who y'all gonna be playing. I'm gonna see you.
Can't wait.
All love.
For sure. Appreciate y'all boys having me too.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, when y'all have that great season, you have that Pro Bowl, All Pro season, come back and join us again.
Will do.
Appreciate that, man. All the best.
Experience a progressive lens engineered with AI, powered by individual measurements of your visual behavior. A lens personalized to you by an SLR expert.
What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight T stand up. All flight, no fear. August is here. We got the Browns versus the Panthers. The Cleveland Browns will be in the rotation this upcoming NFL season because Shador has been drafted to the squad. There was a lot of speculation around the league saying he's going to be the fourth string quarterback once the season starts. Complete L by the Browns in the NFL for trying to do that. Let's see how Shador talk. What he's talking about in his first opening game, he was talking about he's supposed to be starting this game. So check it out. We root for you, Shador. And the Panthers got Bryce Young. And they get sacked the first drive. Yeah, but I don't like that. Shador's far from a fourth string quarterback. They're only trying to blackball him and do him bad because of just, I don't know why, man. Shit behind the scenes. That's not even bad. There goes Shador, number 12. Nice.
Yeah, really nice play call by Stefanski. We sent a blitz. We sent Trevin Wallace on the blitz, and they would get the screen right behind him. And good job by the 6 sacks in the team's last 8 games, including the postseason.
Shoot, really, just patience and just keep on going on.
It's the preseason, nigga.
So, like, let's say this white compared to this, you can see I done went over it. Broke a leg. You can tell I done went over this shit like hella times. If you ask me, I really could go over this one more time. Shit. But hold on, let me find my remote. Turn this down. Like screaming and shit.
The Browns are a bad offensive line or what?
Anyone's the motion man. Browns showing blitz. They bring it. Young throws a jump ball.
Rice.
Whoa! That's the McMillan.
Oh, that's the McMillan dude. That's the McMillan dude from AZ. That's a great catch. That's a Pro Bowl type of catch.
Did I explain that good?
He was one of my favorite receivers coming out of the college football in the draft. Who's this? Straight pass. That's clamps. Damn. It's clamps, man.
Went backwards for a couple of yards. Waiting inside his own 10-yard line for Carolina.
3 and out.
Okay.
Oh, it's a fumble! Don't catch the punt, nigga, if you can't secure it. Play action. Shador chilling in the pocket, little lob pass. Oh! That's like triple coverage. I need a replay on that. Double coverage. Hey, that's good ball placement, bro. That's a tight window. No plays. That's a Pro Bowl type of touchdown pass right there. That's nice. I like that. I like that pass. That's solid. I don't think the quarterback that's supposed to be a fourth-string quarterback is making a throw like that. I'm just saying. That might be a drop. No, he caught it.
Feel the electricity this summer with a new Honda. Get a great deal on the Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today during the summer event.
World-class training isn't just for leaders. It's for the ones just getting their footing. For students who want to learn valuable skills and apply them.
All right, Isabella. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me follow y'all back. Probably I bet. Appreciate the love.
Get down in the ground.
That's disappointing. I'd like to see that drive to be extended. Julian Moore was able to get right around.
Good pass. Bro's all the way in the back of the goal line. That's a nice throw. Calm in the pocket and everything. Usually people, like, when they're in the end zone like that, they start to panic. You know what I'm saying? He has like that, bro. He just has that type of, no plays, like type of aura to have like one of the faces of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of quarterbacks would be scrambling, especially near in the end zone in fear of getting the safety. Bro, y'all got to start him, bro. That shit was weak. Jump on pass, that's clamps. Yeah, the Panthers are like a defensive team right now. Oh! One-hander! It's nice. It's my type of catch. Especially on third down, you know what I'm saying? For me, I'm not saying that was the third down I had. Or was it?
That's what you want. You guys like this to come in and make plays. I was getting an opportunity.
Whoa! Another one! Shador! That's 2 touchdown passes in the first half.
Yeah, they better not cut shit off, bro. If they do,
Bro,
I
both
don't
of the
know.
touchdown passes that he did were difficult ass throws. This is another tight window right here.
Thank you, random person. Oh, shit.
That's a great throw, bro. Hey, Shador, hey! 2 touchdown passes in the first half, but they talk about he's supposed to be a 4th-string quarterback, though. They talk about he's supposed to be a 4th-string quarterback, though. Come on, man. Might be a PI. No. I hope he plays the second half. Nah, you gotta work on that footwork. You knew it. You knew that was gonna be a touchdown. Gotta work on that footwork. Good return, though. When you feel like you gotta be tripped up, just start kind of high stepping with your legs. I would have stayed on my feet like these back in the day. Good tackler. That's a good tackler. Shador's back in the game still.
This is CJ Stroud from the Houston Texans. I mean, since I'm in that city, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I should do more players from that city. So I'm doing all these athletes. Who's your team? This stream getting on my fucking nerves. Cause it keeps buffering. I'm trying to watch the Stros game. Did we walk somebody? We got 2 out. Now on first base. What happened?
I know this nigga just can't slip like that, bro.
Oh shit.
How the fuck do you slip like that, man? It's not raining. It ain't snowing. Come on, man.
Damn.
Bro's already getting bloopers in the game in the preseason, just inside in the regular season. What the fuck? Bro faked himself now. Nah, NFL, y'all wrong for replaying this, bro. Y'all ain't have to replay this shit, bro.
Yeah, that's one. And he's laughing at himself. He's just the acquired.
No, he was. Nah, bro, he's trying to hide his laugh. Look at this shit. But that's some funny ass shit, bro. And then he throws a pick afterwards. Hey, Dalton just gotta sit down, bro. Just go ahead and sit down, bro. That was terrible. That was terrible. That's funny.
He asked him to shoot up the line, but he asked him to shoot up the D lineman.
You can't do that and throw an interception right after. That's crazy.
You're so ready for back to school. And Staples is making parents' favorite time of year even better with amazing deals on everything your kids need. Your back to school budget is saved by the button at Staples and Staples.com.
End around. That shit don't work. Shit, the Browns look like the real deal this season. Hey, chat, how many wins you predict the Browns if they start Shador week 1? You got for them on the season.
From over there,
I honestly think if Shador can stay healthy all season and he start him and give him the right playing time and don't play with him and shit, a little 6 games, 6, 7 games, maybe just sneak into the wild card. I'm not gonna say no 10 wins though. That's just lazy.
Oh, okay.
I feel like 6.
Nah, ain't no problem. I'm just wondering.
Is there anything in this game, especially the second half that we've seen so far, that you would want to tell your defense right now?
And hopefully he plays well enough, sticks on the team, and then he wants
Sometimes I take it to work. My coworkers on lunch break will come up to me and like guess the player. This before I even had like this much left. I had a sketchbook, and they guessed him immediately. Damn. He came through trying to delete some shit.
Alright, Shador is out now. What the hell is this?
At the 5-yard line. And he's been one of the surprise stories in camp. Hopkins, the short field goal attempt is good. But when he takes it to the next level, then it almost feels like he becomes unstoppable.
Get down to the ground.
Unstoppable.
All right, look, they got all the 3rd and 4th stringers out now.
Sometimes probably because I probably went to him a little too much. He might tell you I didn't. But I mean, like I just knew that was my security blanket. If I'm in trouble, I am going to him.
But it was also things that would happen in practice and the game where he saw how I was thinking and what he was thinking.
His music as well. Well, his music is pretty darn good. He's got a major following. And what he helped to do in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, yes, with the concert, nose tackle. So that tells you his willingness to be active. But the other part too is understanding.
24-7.
DJ Warner, all of a sudden in Patrick Jones.
Lucky. It's a good look. I mean, Shador got 2 touchdown passes and it's a blowout.
You also have a Super Bowl ring from the Rams, but a lot of the guys on the roster were a part of that team. Is that something that y'all talked about over training camp at all?
Yes, man, we have. We talk about it often. 1st and 10 inside Cleveland territory. Bailey is subdued for a loss of a yard. Out of an empty set on 2nd and 10. 4-man rush. Underneath to Luther. Stays on his feet.
Ripped his neck off.
And TJ Luther finally driven out at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 25.
This face ain't like
Good
that.
job. That's a great job on Luther. Great job, catches the ball. Nice shot. Since the first quarter. Hand off to K1 Lynch Adams. We were talking earlier, Jake, about how Martin.
All right, set up for a field goal.
Out of Florida State puts it.
All right, it's gonna cap it off. Shador is looking like the real deal. Now, Chad, let me know if there's any extra clips. We're gonna check the box score. That should wrap it up. Browns start Shador. I seen everything I needed to see. I seen everything that I needed to see. Opening preseason game, limited minutes to 138 yards, 2 touchdown passes, no INT. Bro, let's be honest, bro. I feel like, dog, the NFL did all this stuff on purpose, like making them like later in the draft and all that stuff, and just use them for clicks, likes, and views. I haven't even looked at the NFL TikTok, but I guarantee you, when this game happened
the
yesterday,
fuck
they
is
had
he
the
doing?
most clips of Shador the entire time. You know what I'm saying? For a fifth, what was he, like a 4th or 5th round pick? You gotta see the rest of the stat line right there. Obviously, it's preseason, so you can't really judge too much. McMillan do that in solid game, 2 catches. All right, y'all. Anything else? There's a fight. Where's that link? Y'all got the links? Please give me the links. Y'all gonna pin the fight or what? Alright, y'all ain't pinning shit. Alright, next game.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Oh, for sure.
Today I want to talk to all of you loners out there. I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean, you know, to those of you who find yourself alone on your path, the lone wolves, or how they call it. A loner is someone who doesn't hide from the world, but lives in his or her own terms. That's who the real loner is. And there are souls out there that just don't belong into the crowd of society. There are souls out there who don't fit into the structure of society. They stand out, and even though they've tried to fit in, they've recognized it doesn't work for them. And for some time they've been through phases of confusion because they thought there's something wrong with them, that they are broken, that they're a mistake. But eventually they figured out that they are just different. Their brain doesn't allow social programming to happen because they have a stronger program installed that's called divine guidance. It's a program that is receptive for the subtle divine influences. And that's why loners out there are walking such a different path. I'm one of them, and I want to talk to you today. A bit of a different format of this video, but I wanted to talk to you eye to eye, heart to heart. Hey there. I know that this path may be quite challenging and confusing, and there are times when you would crave company. I want to share my personal story related to that, because there were times when I truly were socializing a lot. I thought I will meet my people, and I met my people. And for some time I felt very happy about it. But soon I've recognized that it's kind of poisoning me. Like every time I'm socializing too much, I just lose myself. Like I just don't think clearly anymore. So I've recognized, okay, I like socializing, but I like even more being alone. I'm a creative person, I'm an artist. And loners out there, those of you who are on this lonely path, loner's path, just know that being a loner is not a bad thing. Even a word loner in society is kind of labeled as something bad or negative, because often people connect it with depression, sadness, and disconnection. This is not real loneliness. Loneliness happens when we actually become disconnected from ourselves. There's actually many people who are very social but feel lonely. The real loner has found himself and herself and is walking a very different path. A path where on the highest, peak of his or her values, his pace, purpose, mission, truth, creative expression, and authenticity. These are the values of someone who walks this path of a loner. And it doesn't mean they're alone all the time. They spend time with people. They hang with people. But they don't use people to fit the void that they feel within. They have learned to fill up the void that was caused by the wounds of society. And they've learned to fill up that void with awareness. They became aware of the void and they've recognized that they are the void. They are the void. They are not the noise, they are actually the void. They are also the void of society. They're what most people never tap in. They're the, in society, people love to be crowded. People love to be in noise. People love loud sounds, loud music. They love high dopamine spikes to experience extreme focus that is driven by something external. While those who walk a lonely path, they've recognized, they experience all these things, but drives come from within. All the drives come from within. Dopamine comes out of doing something purposefully. It also comes from doing something creatively. There's many artists who just can't socialize too much because it's poison for them. There's many creative people, many creators, many entrepreneurs that are building something to heal the world, that are loners, because they've recognized that their minds work best when they are alone. But if you look for validation outside of you, you will notice that the world will label you as there's something wrong with you. So you can't listen to the world outside of you. You need to listen to the world inside of you. That's why this path is so different. Some would call it hermetic path, because you choose to learn through your own mistakes and suffer in quietness, and then study your own errors in your deep, quiet reflection, and then overcome mistakes through more conscious efforts, more intentional action. This is the hermetic journey. So many loners out there are on a hermetic journey. And the greatest trap on this path is truly noise of the world. Noise of the world is the greatest trap, because when you're alone, you're also vulnerable. You're vulnerable because you become sensitive. Now, you're not on this path because you want to disconnect from the world. You're on this path because you want to become more connected with the world, so you can interact with the world from more healed, more honest, more truthful, authentic state. So you're not avoiding the world, you're not avoiding people, you're not avoiding experiences outside of you. You just don't use them to fill something that is missing. That is a big difference. This is the path of the loners. The lonely wolf is walking a different path because you have a different antenna, right? You don't search for the signal of what other people are saying. You search for the signal of what God is saying, what the source is saying to it. And then you follow it. We call it a mission because it feels like a mission. So, before I mentioned, in my life, I had periods where I had this spiritual season in my life where I've distanced myself from the world, and I've been doing a lot of the inner work, and I've been meditating, and I've been reflecting and journaling, and I've been contemplating a lot on how my life is going. And then I came to the point where I've recognized, okay, I actually would love to meet some new people. I would love to actually go into the world and expose myself to something new, new relationships, new experiences, just something new that will bring me, a sense that I'm not truly alone on this path. And I actually met so many new people. For example, at the time when I quitted my job,
Fucking look at it, dumbass.
I've started doing art. I've started truly exploring myself. While I'm seeing all these visions in my mind's eye, I was learning to paint, to bring these visions out onto the canvas. That was the time when I was truly alone in my life. Well, one thing is that I have an incredible partner that functions quite similarly. Maya, she's an angel in my life. So some of you may say, well, you are not truly alone. But even when you are in a relationship, at least me, I still take so much time to myself. I still need to be so
down
much
like a
alone.
fucking tree.
Maya understands that. That's why she's like an angel. But also, universe brings to us right connections, right souls. When universe knows, when God knows that we need them, and this is my path. Maya would tell you I'm a loner. And when I had this period in my life, when I've been learning to paint, at some point I thought, well, it would be so great to meet other artists. It would be so great to meet people who are into what I'm creating. So I would receive some feedback. So even if you're a loner, even if you're on this lonely path, you will still have these cravings and allow yourself to have new experiences. You see, when soul craves connection, give that to yourself. But obviously, most probably, you will not find it in where you are. You will need to step out of the comfort. And to me, out of the comfort back at that time was having my first official art exhibition. It was a step out of the comfort. And obviously, I had no connections with artists, with galleries. And life connected me the way that I met a business mentor. And I thought, well, how business mentor can help me to have an art exhibition, but it just happened that she had a connection with one art gallery, and 1 month later I had my first art exhibition. So this is how it works. When we already work on a mission, we have an intention and we follow that soul craving. I call it the soul craving because it's an internal pull that says to you very loudly, hey, we need to connect, we need to explore, we need to go out there. Not to lose yourself, but to see what is out there. To see if you're still loner. And so that's something I did. I met so many new people back at the time. And I thought, whoa, I'm not loner anymore. Now I love to connect with others. I love to communicate about all these great things that I've been exploring back at that time. But more I've been hanging, more I've noticed, okay, it was great, but now I'm back on a mission. So I've recognized that even though I've been trying to socialize in my life, I always work best, and I still work best when I am alone. So I don't have many friends. I have actually 2 good friends, 2 really good friends with whom I can have very deep conversations about everything, and I have the best possible partner. That's it. I don't need 10 friends, 15 friends, or whatever. And this is the loner's path. Sometimes, loners become depressed because they don't listen to their impulse. So they get disconnected from themselves. Why we get disconnected from ourselves? Well, because if you don't listen the inner voice, you start listening your animalistic nature. So what does it mean? Well, there are two natures of yours. One is animal nature, and the second one is spiritual nature. Spiritual nature is more divine one. It feels like inspiration. It feels very, it's on a very pure and high frequency. When we're connected with it, we're usually very calm, very grateful, very happy, or at least we just feel coherent. We feel at ease. When we are in our animal nature, we follow our impulses. We follow our human desires. Nothing wrong with that, as long as we do it through awareness, as long as we are aware of what we're doing and we don't become too distracted by it. Nothing wrong by following your desires. All of that, enjoy your nature, my friend. Enjoy your life, enjoy your nature. But sometimes our human nature pulls us away from our spiritual nature. And we try to then fill the gap that has been created, that's felt as emptiness, with our human desires through pleasure, through following something that brings us pleasure, through doing something that brings us pleasure, which obviously brings some sense of happiness and passion and joy, but eventually leaves us empty. Because what we're missing is something peaceful, something holistic, something that just feeds us with life. That's why so many times when we're just doing something that feeds our human nature, our animal nature, I like to remind people, hey, do some calm, do some meditation, do some slow movement like yoga, go into a spiritual retreat, just to connect with the other side of you, just to notice that you're not just a physical body, just to notice that physical body will never be fulfilled if you actually make real connection, which is your real essence, awareness of your true nature. And those of you who are on this lonely path, those of you are quite aware usually of the spiritual nature. And many times what I've noticed, and it was also in my life present, that I've neglected my physical nature. So there was a time in my life where I've been truly neglecting my physical body. I've been not working out, I've been not eating healthy, I've been taking care just of my spiritual side, like meditating, doing art, just, trying to ascend spiritually. So I've noticed, okay, my body still needs connection, movement, healthy nutrition, water, sun, breathing, all these things. And what we learn on this path is that we need to find our own way to balance these two sides of us. And that's something that makes you quite unrelatable in society, because everyone is praising just the material and physical. Like if you go into the gym, everybody's just about pumping muscles and protein shakes and this kind of things. If you go into business circles, everybody's just around money and building an empire and successful business and all these things. If you go into some social circles, everyone is just around, hey, what is going on in your life, and so on. So, when you talk about this essence of you, and when you slow down in your life, so you stay in tune with you, you become very different. People don't relate to it because they don't understand what you're talking about. That's why there's so many loners. It's not because there's something truly different about you, it's because people are so disconnected. So something I've started noticing in my life lately is that actually people say to me, oh yes, I need to do that more often as well. Sometimes, I say to people, like, I'm not going there because I respect myself, and right now I'm actually in a season where I need more pace, and that's a self-respect to me. And people are like, oh yes, I need to do that more often too. So I've noticed that the greatest skill and the greatest thing you can do as someone who's on this lonely path is to be honest with other people, not hiding your nature. Be honest with them. You don't need to live on their terms and conditions. You can live on your own conditions and terms, but you can still be kind and honest with other people, and therefore they can connect more deeply with you as well. There's so many people who are actually connecting and living these loud lives that would actually love to live more quiet and lonely lives for a certain time. Because when we're alone, we start to understand how we think uniquely, how we feel without some external, influences, who we truly are, what we are good at, what we are not so good at. We notice our errors. We notice our greatest qualities. We notice what's truly our place in this world. What are our passions? What are our real soul desires? So then we can put all of this together and practice it through journaling, writing down. We put it all together and then we have a map for our lives. Have you been looking for a purpose? Here you go. Put all of this together. What are your qualities, your strengths, your weaknesses? What you love to do, what you don't like to do, what you don't like about your life, what would you like to change? What kind of people would you love to talk to? Who are your inspirations? Just write all of that down. Who would you love to be in the future? And you will have a purpose to work on this. This is a great purpose, and the path will introduce you to new levels of evolution on your journey. Learn from the feedback, not from books. Yeah, read books, read many of books, but learn from the feedback of your own actions. Just know, to those of you who maybe thought there's something wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not broken. You're maybe just more in tune, or more aware, or more sensitive, or maybe more connected with the nature that's not so physical, that's maybe very spiritual, and you don't know how to integrate it into this life. So that's something that's a mission of yours to learn. And know that you're not alone. There's so many of us who are figuring things out. And the best thing we can do is to share with one another what we've learned. So that's what I'm doing every single day, sharing with you what I've learned. So I hope you found a great value today. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Big thanks to everyone for choosing to support my art. I'm an artist, as I mentioned, and you can find all of my paintings on attractpassion.com. Prints of my art in different sizes, so see which one resonates with you. And also join us in our Patreon community for more exclusive content. Also join us on YouTube membership. These are the ways you can support this channel, so we can keep going every single day. Thank you so much. As every single day I'm giving you a new message so you can stay connected with the path that's truly meant for you. This is it for today. I will leave you here and next time. One love.
Wow, you finally replied to a text message from 3 weeks ago. You deserve the sweet and tangy reward of a new prickly pear raspberry Whataburger from Whataburger. Thumbs up emoji.
Over the past 120 years, we've fueled our fair share of drives. Each one magical in its own way. Because as long as there are great drives to be had.
How Jordan doing, man?
Jordan doing well, coach.
Good. Tell that dude I said what's up.
I will, man.
It was so.
He'll appreciate that.
It was so funny to do that night before the pro day dinner with him. I felt bad because I didn't give the other kids enough time. Me and him was just, reminiscing.
He said that he was sitting next to the other players and they were like, "Hey man, that's Mike T," and he was like, "Shit, it's like my uncle."
Dude, all right, hey, what you doing, bro?
Feel, though, like seeing him right here running around and then now
it's surreal, man. Like
any other guys, any other players in the league that been around here?
JPJ?
Well,
yeah.
out there.
Yeah. Like I remember AB brought Shiloh here one day. Shiloh, Dion's boy, was probably about 16, 17. And JJ and all of them was lined up going after him. You know what I mean? And just funny, just the small football world, man.
It is. Well, Coach, thank you, honestly, for always taking care of us, man. It's I said it to you on the field. I didn't care if you didn't have no good players. We come into Pittsburgh just to spend time with you, man, just to show people and get an opportunity for them to know you in some of the intimate ways that we do. So we just really appreciate you.
You guys will always have my support, man. I mean that. Like, I just love it. It's organic, man. Y'all have too much fun to be working. You know what I mean? You know how it is, man. You can sense when people that work together genuinely care about each other and enjoy each other's company, man. That's why y'all so successful. You feel it.
You are like the picture of stability in this sense, in the longevity that you've had as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, but also in your consistency as a person. And that used to sort of mirror the organization and the way y'all do business. This was the most unlike Steeler offseason that I've ever seen, I've ever been a part of. When you add the Aaron Rodgers and the DK Metcalfs and the Jalen Ramsey, these players who've already been established, now you add them to this team. What sort of, I guess, challenges and coaching challenges does that present? Because I know you love those things.
We went out and acquired some guys that are leaders. And they're capable leaders. Certainly they got NFL experience at a high level, but I got to have an intimate relationship with the leadership. And so, although they're not new to this game and they're new to Pittsburgh, and so, man, it's a challenge from a coaching perspective in terms of selling our values, how we build and engineer victory, how we go about our day-to-day business. Like I got to do a really good job of communicating, and the component of communicating is listening, particularly when you're dealing with grown men, man, and grown men that are dynamic players and capable leaders. It's always been fun for me, man. I think a destination camp kind of helps that. You know, I catch them in the evening in informal time, and we sit down. We might chop up football. We might chop up life. There's no shortcut to what I'm trying to get done with them in a very, quick manner, if you will, because, like I said, man, I want to support their leadership. I want to enhance their leadership, and I want them to feel comfortable doing so. And so, man, we got to work at it.
You brought in former champions, obviously. Some guys won Super Bowls, Pro Bowlers. With the way you built the roster this past offseason, what's the message behind it? Is it championship or bust, or is that always the message?
No, that can't be the message, because it is always the message. you know, man, there's a winner trait in sport. And when you've been a part of it, man, it changes you forever. And as many guys as you can have with that experience, man, I think it positions you to push through adversity that we all know is coming. Not even the old guys, man. We got two rookies in Will Howard and Jack Sawyer that were captains of a national championship team at Ohio State. Like, that winner trait is worth its weight in gold, man. You carry it with you forever. You feel it in their presence. And so, no question, that's something that was really in front of my mind in terms of kind of putting this group together.
When you pick up guys, like you saying, Pro Bowlers like that, do you celebrate or you just get to work? Like, we got DK.
Okay, now he can go to the next. Oh, you be like, goddamn, look at these guys. It's a little bit of both and a little bit of both continually. You know what I mean? Like the other day, he went by me on the sideline. I was like, he can't play with us. You know what I mean? And there are those moments, like continuously. Like when he does something that, you know, like, oh, man, you know, it's fun. But certainly, it requires some work and some strategy, man. These are dynamic guys. And it's my job, man, to put them in position to be successful and their talents to show. Jalen Ramsey is an example of that, man. I've been blown away by his versatility, man, his football intellect. Like, you cannot put this guy in a position that he's not on the details. And you know how sometimes, man, communication tells you everything? Man, we're in our first walkthrough, and he's moving from free safety to nickel to outside corner, and his communication is not lacking in any way as his formations adjust and playing a variety of positions in one walk. And it just kind of speaks to how talented he is. We know his physical talent, but this guy's football intellect is on the ceiling.
Coach, you know, when you build a team, you start to build the teams to play against the best teams that you have to face, the teams you compete with to win championships. You know, in basketball, people started building teams to beat the Golden State Warriors, right? How do we match up against them? Even in your own division, you have a team like the Cincinnati Bengals who can just flat out throw it all around the yard if you don't have people that can cover them. You have Joey Porter Jr., who's a 1. You bring in Darius Slay, who's been a 1 throughout his career. Jalen Ramsey, still one of the best corners in all of football. Was there a focus in saying we need to make sure we can cover guys this year? And what was your thought in bringing all them together?
You hit it on the head. You know, man to man, we got to be able to do that. We got to be able to match up on people. And with that collection of guys that you mentioned, I feel like we can do it against anybody. No disrespect to Cincinnati or anybody else that has an elite group, but that's just a level of confidence that we have in that collective. Coupled with the fact that we got big-time talent up front, and we got a lot invested in it in terms of our rush. Your ability to cover people man-to-man does nothing but help your rush. You know, we can't be good on defense. We got to be great on defense. And being able to match up and play man-to-man is a major component of that in today's game.
Coach, what do you say to people that are arguing the point that even though Mike Tomlin hasn't had a losing season, team hasn't won a playoff game since 2016?
I say nothing. You know, we got resumes. We all do. And we got to stand on that. I live a life, man, where I don't seek comfort. I don't make excuses. You know, engaging in that discussion to me is excuses. Because I don't live that life, man. Like, I pour everything I got into what I do, man, and when the dust settles, it settles, and I keep it moving. And so, you know, I don't care a whole lot about what people have to say.
I do.
I don't. Like, respectfully, I don't. Some people, you know, some people talk, some people watch, some people do. I'm glad I'm a doer. I'm glad I live in that world. I love the kitchen. I love competition. I love it when it's hot. I love the challenges that our business presents. Like, that's just the life I choose to live, and I understand the things that come with it, man, and I'm okay with it.
Coach, going back to Jalen real quick. I know the old still away. Trust me, I played against you many times. I know the shit that comes from this one. Jalen and Calvin Austin, the camp scuffle. Was you back there snickering? Like, did you have a little definite smile on your face? Because Jalen come with some shit.
I was laughing because Jalen was laughing at Calvin. You know, and I'm like, Jalen, man, don't laugh at that little human, man. He mean it, man. Like you really pissed him off. He trying to squabble with you, and you laughing.
But you gotta love when veterans come, they trying to get the best out of you guys, right?
You know how it is, man. In team development, man, it's gonna be brother against brother. Like, it's a component of it. We gotta compete. We gotta compete our ass off, man. But we gotta do it with an understanding. And sometimes, man, winning and losing, man, people do what comes natural. And so I view it all as an opportunity to teach and to learn, and I see it as part of the process, but sometimes it's funny.
Man, when we saw DK, I was like, we gonna jump him.
That's like 101 in their zone. And don't let RC fool y'all, but they didn't fight fair a whole lot. Like, if you was fight anybody in their group, you can fight the group.
Yo, and tell the people out there.
Hell yeah. That's why we ain't gonna have too many fights.
Hey, ain't no one-on-ones.
No, no square ones. No square ones at all. At all.
And coach, with your style, let's call it old school, the longest tenured head coach and all that stuff, and you are a very physical team. And a lot of teams get more graceful, spreading out and all that stuff, and you sticking to your guns. And now you're looking around the league, coach, with the Eagles, the Lions, they coming back down to what you've been doing for 20 years. Have you ever thought, like, have you ever said, you know what, we might need to put some more receivers out here? No, never mind.
You know, it's funny. Like, I hate the fact that I'm so old that I can see cycles. But I see it. It's a cool thing to see things come back around. You know, quarters back in a big way. You know what I mean? Like, just schematic concepts. Like, everything kind of moves in cycles, man. And it's a blessing, man. We've been at it so long that you can feel that. And I feel that in a lot of ways, man. But certain hills I'm going to be willing to die on. I'm going to be light on my feet. You have to be, man. You got to be open to change and doing things differently, man, if you will do something at a high level for a long time. But it's also some things that's got to be non-negotiable. And for me, the construction of physicality, man, is non-negotiable, man. I'm doing these dudes a disservice if I don't create an environment where they show that component of their game or develop that component of their game or prepare them for what I know is waiting for them in stadiums. Like, I'm not in the hope business. I hate hoping. And I think sometimes when you don't prepare them, you're hoping for performance, man. And I got to lay my head down at night.
Coach, you mentioned certain hills you're willing to die on. We saw you walking down that hill right there, and we got at you a little bit.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm 50 plus years old, man. I got my comfortable Hokins on. Like, y'all come back 10 years from now, I'm gonna have like some white mall shoes on.
Well, that's exactly the thing, though. Like, you say you're willing to die on certain hills, and I take that you keep coming back. You ain't even old, man. Like, most coaches started out at this age, right? But you keep coming back. Why you keep coming back every year? New camp, new you, new fresh, new everything.
Man, I ain't gonna kid you. I got a love affair with this game. Like, it's a real personal thing for me. I just love football. I love every component of it, every component of the journey, man. I'm excited every year because of that, man. I just learned so much in this game. And like a lot of guys, I'm sure y'all feel the same way. Like, when I was young, man, football was the only thing that was black and white, man. Like, life choices was great. Like football made sense. Like, I learned discipline and a lot of things through my experiences in football, man. And so I mean that when I say it, man. I got a love affair with this game, man. You know, I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Coach, you mentioned on the field, Chan brought up how much the younger coaches have an affinity for you. How highly they speak of you, the respect that they show you. And it seems like that's a respect given because there's a mutual level of kindness and there's a mutual level of conversation and giving that you share with those dudes. That's not always the case. You know, I remember walking into DB rooms and having older safeties that would make fun of me because I was smart or that wouldn't help me with certain things. And when I got older, I said, hey, Troy, you know, one night I'll take the young boys. The next night you take the young boys after practice so we can teach them different things. You seem to really reach out and be a part of helping young coaches continue to develop, continue to mature. Why is that something that seems important to you in that way?
You know, for me, it's about helping them, but it's also just giving back to the game. It's the right thing to do, I think. Like, these head jobs, man, they're lonely jobs. It's certainly my job to beat them. But I think extending a welcoming hand or chopping it up with them formally, informally, doesn't lessen that in any way, man. It just feels like the right thing to do. I've been where they are. I know what that feels like. And so, like, it's just something over the years, man, I've just felt moved to do, to be welcome. Like, we're in a small fraternity, man. There's 32 of these jobs on the planet. And so I've been at it for a while, as you mentioned. And so I just want to be approachable. I want to be welcoming. And then we kick the ball off.
Hey, you know, Ross said, hey, Raw, you know, you always, every time we get around Raheem, he does a Mike T impersonation.
Every single time.
Hey, there's no better example of that. Like, I love Rob. Rob's my brother. I would literally give him the shirt off of my back. But I forget, I know Rob when he's standing on that other sideline.
And you go get after.
I click back in after. Oh, man, all the best, man. To your family, man. Tell Nick I said hello.
I dang near forgot I knew you.
Yeah, it just is what we do, man. But, like, the fellowship is real. I want to be a component of it. It's okay to be a component of it. It just feels like the right thing.
Did you have people when you got in, Coach, that did that sort of thing for you, that showed love to you?
Man, it was done to me, man, in so many ways. I never forget my first combine. I'm walking through the RCA Dome at the time, man, and I run into Shaq Harris and Doug Williams. And they said, "Come on, young fella, you're going to lunch with us. You can't talk, but you're going to lunch with us." And I did, you know, and Ray Bob, Ray Rose, and I sat there at lunch, and I just soaked it up. Like that fellowship, man. Like I got Terry Rabisky with us here today visiting for a few days, man. I just got so much love for that generation of coach, man, that came before me, that trained my ass. To be quite honest with you, that, you know, we all need that big bro. Like, even where I am today, man, that's why I enjoy bringing a coach like that around, man, because I just, you know, I got enough people laughing at my jokes. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to tell me where my slip is showing. You know, somebody to put their hand on my shoulder. And I just always have been open to that. That's why I always sought wise counsel and assistance, man. Guys like JD and John Mitchell, man, Richard Mann. I just love being in the presence of life wisdom, football wisdom. I see the value in it.
The pursuit to serve others is yours. Find your purpose at GCU. Visit gcu.edu.
When life calls for more, Mazda answers. With more adventure, more grip, and confidence. The Mazda CX-50, assembled in America, and the Mazda CX-5. Discover more at the Mazda Summer Sales Event. Current inventory remains unaffected by new tariffs.
Take advantage of one of these exceptional offers during the new sales event.
I don't need that bullshit.
Your longevity, but you know what the Steelers are going to be. Y'all going to have a badass edge rusher. Y'all going to have some big boys way back to Seaham and all them boys. Like back when we played, you going to have some badass front seven, and you have some guys that can come on that edge. Then you going to have Troy's and Ryan's. Like, does that gain the respect from you coaches? Because, coach, I know exactly how your team's going to look every year. The name's going to change, the numbers going to change, but I know exactly how the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to look.
It's really fun, man, when you can draw parallels to the process. Like, when you're looking at one, and you're like, this the next Lamar Woodley.
Yeah.
Right here. You know, you just see the pieces. You remember how you put it together a generation ago. Like, we developing a talented young offensive line right now. We've invested ones at tackle, 2 ones over the last 3 years. We had a second-round center going into a second year. That is a young group, man, that I'm watching grow and grow together. They're going to be in each other's weddings. They're going to be the godfather to each other's kids. But if you think 15, 16 years ago, I put a group together like Marquise Pouncey, David DeCastro, Marcus Gilbert, in a very similar way. I can see what these kids can't see. Like, and that's why I tell them, like, y'all gonna be godfather to each other's kids. Y'all gonna be in each other's weddings. Man, like, we're building something here. And it's been done before. And I think sometimes, particularly in tough days, that it's good to get that history lesson, to know that they're not walking on unpaved roads, that there's a vision. It's been done and done before,
and they're capable of doing it. I put up a graphic, man. I showed them, the 9 Pro Bowls that Pouncey had, the six Pro Bowls that Castro had, the 2 Pro Bowls that Villanueva had. I said, now go to work. You know what I mean? And so it's fun just to kind of provide that perspective and feel that, and to have a business model that's real and you believe in. It helps you when you're shopping for the groceries.
Right. Coach, those groceries are to protect a very important person here. Now, I remember sitting in the draft. There's a video of me at 21 because I wanted y'all to get a quarterback, I can be honest. Right? And y'all didn't. And I threw a fit. A lot of Steelers fans were mad at me. Some agreed with me.
And you don't care.
I don't, Coach.
I know.
I don't.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. And at the time, Coach must have said, Aaron is coming. I was like, he has to know this. And Aaron does become a Pittsburgh Steeler, and I've seen so much mutual respect. I remember Aaron sent us home. Your arm around my shoulder pads as the last 2 people that walked off of the field at AT&T Stadium years ago. When you think about that relationship of head coach, quarterback, it's all important. But it's also important that you not only respect each other, but you believe in one another. What gives you the belief in Aaron Rodgers that he's the right person to lead the Pittsburgh Steelers back to where they belong, and that's championship caliber?
Well, is why.
Dropping shit.
This dude's been doing it 21 years, man. 4-time MVP, all of that stuff. Like, I just wanted to know why. Why does the fire still burn? What is his agenda? Those are some of the conversations that we had in the spring, man. And I just got real comfortable with his why, man. Like, all he wants to do is win. All he wants to do is have fun within the game. He wants to be a component of the process of development for young players. Like, everything that we talked about through our conversations in the spring, I'm watching him live out right now in this training camp setting. I believed him when he said it, but it's fun to watch it play out. I think that's why I'm excited. I think that's why I was comfortable. And you're right, I knew something.
I knew it. Hey, Coach, I used to be on TV. I was like, he has to know. And I have to be very careful about what I say because people think I just text and call you all the time and ask things, and I don't. Right? So I was like, you don't
have to. You know me.
Yeah, I was like, I know him well enough. He's the smartest person I know, and I was like, he knows something because he wouldn't move like this and lead the draft this way if he didn't know.
It's what Mike T doing.
Yeah.
Exactly what Mike T wants to do.
Yeah.
That's my answer every time.
Martin's Camp about a week ago, I asked him a question. I said, if you had 3 players that you have extreme bias towards that you want to see do well, and 1 player that you kind of secretly rooting for to do well, guess who he said first? Aaron Rodgers.
Why?
So
Aaron Rodgers does well. He does well.
Obviously, yes. But people want to pit RC against Aaron, right? But RC is a truth seeker. Like, he's fair, he's unbiased, and people might not love him, but he has a job to do.
Yeah.
And Aaron can tell you because he's going to be he's a Hall of Famer and all that good stuff. But he can tell you when I'm playing well, yeah, I probably won't say it. But when I'm playing bad, I'll let you know. And that's the honesty we want from those guys, that transparency and the leadership. You always say, we're not going to apologize for the standards, right? Is that standard? Is that the same?
It better be. Like, that's got to be one of the hills that you're willing to die on. I think that's why, we as still a nation, man, are uncomfortable with our present state. Because these particular recent seasons, man, hadn't ended in the manner in which we like or accept or embrace. But 2025 is a new year, man. I got some new toys. You know what I mean? And so I see you at stadiums.
Why didn't you draft me, Coach?
Hey, Coach, we appreciate you as always. Steelers fam, thank y'all for pivoting with us, man. Love you so much, Coach.
Hey, it ain't nothing but love. And you're right. Like, he's a mutual combatant, right? Like he loves it. He loves being in the eye of it. Like, don't let him fool you. Like, not only does he not mind it, he loves it. He loves it.
Don't tell these people my secrets.
Because he got a good mouthpiece. Like he's thoughtful. Stuff doesn't spill out of his mouth. And then there's a component of him where if he gets beyond that, he's really comfortable with that too.
Yeah.
And that's a side of him that he don't mind showing from time to time.
In other words, you say, I ain't want all the smoke.
It's so funny. I'm like, sometimes I'm like, no. I say, no, up, he going there.
Hey, I told him the story, Coach, when you called me in that little office and said, hey, man, don't throw them rocks at the tanks, man. He was like, RC, you got to chill out.
Man, he wanted it all the time. Yeah, he wanted it. Oh, please, thank you.
We can't go get no lunch shells nowhere else, Coach. Man, we appreciate it.
Man, y'all always home here.
Coach, people still talk about the conversation we had at your house that time. People still come up to me and tell us that like that's one of the best things I've ever seen. They love it, Coach. Like, I've had coaches that said we made our entire staff, like colleges, like high schools, we made our entire staff watch that sit down together.
Like, you know me, sometimes I got an agenda, and that was kind of my agenda, man. Like, we don't take enough responsibility as coaches, man. Like, there's so much specialization in our business, man. There's so many damn coaches and analysts and all of this stuff, man. Like, the generation that raised us, man, they coached every damn thing. Yeah. They took responsibility for everything. You're on the field, you're off the field. They just trained you. Like, and I want to be a one-man crusade for that. Like, let's own everything. Let's raise these dudes. Like, they need it, man.
Because you don't realize how many coaches talk about that particular thing, though. When you talk about running from coaching, so many coaches have, like, had that conversation with me about what you said. Yeah, they've had that conversation.
Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
that's
man.
bullshit. And there's so many places to hide, man. We got to tell the truth, man.
Yeah, the one thing that sticks out with me, I think you said it, was it, don't live in your fear. Yeah, you have to be that way.
You're damn right. Like,
it's hard, though.
You know how it is,
people don't want to be laid naked in front of folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to say, because, like, when you're coaching the team and you're being your authentic self, now you're open for whatever, and people are so scared of criticism. They're so scared to say, no, this is my decision, this is what I believe, and I'm standing on it, that now they hold themselves back from actually helping a player be better.
Yes. Yeah, they like,
no, it's your fault.
They trying to insulate themselves in case shit don't go right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell you this, because if it go bad, then I told you, I'm going to let you go by yourself.
Like, say a lot of people don't have the security. They're easier to beat.
Did you see Raw line up on Drake London yesterday?
Tell him stop that. I ain't seen it this morning.
Yeah.
I'm mad at Drake for doing it to him.
He dead wrong for that.
He dead wrong.
He dead wrong.
But Raw should be standing in front of that man either, man. Like, run up on people. He ran up on about 6 people who was there.
He dead wrong.
But Raw should be standing in front of that man either, man. Like, run up on people. He ran up on about 6 people who was there. That's what
Comcast Business.
I know you're back to work, and summer break's just a few days away.
Let's do something.
You're suggesting that for summer break?
You will love it. The duck boats, the arcade, the midway.
It can be an adventure.
Hello, it's your favorite sports bump here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. And Justin Fields' preseason debut against the Packers field was ultra efficient. He was 3 of 4 on passing, 42 yards, ran the ball twice, 14 yards, and didn't take a single sack. Fields orchestrated a sharp opening drive against the Packers' starting defense, capping it off with a 13-yard rushing touchdown. This set the tone for an excellent preseason opener for Aaron Glenn's squad. Does Fields remaining calm, composed, in a controlled pocket? What do you think, Ocho? Do you think Did you like what you saw from him?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Listen, we saw flashes of brilliance when he was with the Bears. We saw flashes of what he can do when he's with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So what we saw tonight is what we expected from Fields. It's all about him just being consistent and being able to do it week to week to week. He's always wanted his opportunity to be a starting quarterback. I think he wasn't dealt a fair deal in Chicago, because when you look at the Chicago Bears and that organization and the way they conducted and handled quarterbacks throughout the years, it hasn't been great at all. It hasn't been great at all. It just hasn't. Now things are a little different. Got Ben Johnson there, Caleb Williams. Things are different. The way they're running the system. Obviously, in Pittsburgh, Russ was promised a starting job. Russ gets hurt. Justin Fields comes in. He plays phenomenal. He plays phenomenal. But obviously, once Russ gets healthy, Justin Fields is benched. Boom. Damn it. Can I just get an opportunity? Can I get an opportunity to shine and show what I can do at the quarterback position? I can be quarterback number one if you put me in a situation that is advantageous for me and my skill set. Now, that in New York, with a player's coach that played the game and understands exactly what you can and can't do, and going to do what he needs to do to make sure you're successful. You got Garrett Wilson. I don't know who, and I can't remember his last name. I meant to write it down. I don't know if it was a fullback that kept making those plays tonight, or a tight end. I think he wore 47. I think he was wearing 47. Hey, young Bull popped out on film. He popped out on film to the point where, well, I don't know who this is, but I guarantee you he's going to have a starting job. I don't know if it was a fullback or a tight end, but he was balling.
Jets had 403 yards, total yards. Green Bay had 2 turnovers. Time of possession was 38-41 Jets. 21-19. First down was 21-12 in favor of the Jets. Like I said, I think his name is Jay Tufele. You made the team tonight. He did. 2 sacks. And he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Yeah.
He gonna be all right.
Yeah. But I think that's the key for him. The Jets showed Justin Fields that they wanted him.
Yeah.
They gave him a 2-year deal. They put him in. He's the starter. They do have Tyrod to be his backup, but that's what he wanted. That's why he didn't go back to Pittsburgh. He said, "No, y'all already showed me what y'all want. Y'all already did me how y'all would do.
Pittsburgh.
You're not gonna do me dirty twice."
Absolutely. Listen, Pittsburgh is a situation where there's a young lady that wants you. She wants you. She don't want nobody else to have you, so she puts you in the friend zone. Until the dude she really won't get his act together. Okay, now I'm gonna put you off on the bench. Now I'm gonna go deal with Russ. That's the situation last year. Listen, you get smart. That ain't the situation that's ideal for me and where I want to go. New York is perfect for him.
Right.
He got somebody that actually wants him. And when you have somebody that actually wants you, you're able to play freely, understanding, okay, I don't have to look over my shoulder. I don't have the pressure of having to do everything perfect and do everything right. I can just play football.
That's the thing. And I think AG, they moved on from Aaron Rodgers basically for Justin Fields.
Yeah. But he made it easy for him, huh? He made it easy. You have someone like AG. AG ain't playing that. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm buying in. I don't know if I'm be there for training camp. I don't know if I'm going to take a dog. Man, AG ain't got time for that. I'm trying to change the entire culture. I need players that are bought in, whether you've been playing 5 years or you've been playing 20. I need you on the same page with me, and he just wasn't.
Only if you're a relative do you have tolerance for BS as a person's age.
Yeah.
If that person's not related to you, people like, old people. And look, at this juncture, AG coming in as a new coach, he needs everybody to be bought in. Aaron being as great as he is and being who he is, he can easily sway a locker room. So I think for AG to look at it like, for me to make sure I still have control of this locker room, let's just move on. Because I'm not so sure if Aaron there was something did AG want to hear Aaron say something? Unless Aaron came with that thing turning backflip like, yes sir, let's go AG, I'm ready. Unless he got that, they probably was gonna move on anyway, Ocho. They probably gonna move on.
Yeah.
And but hopefully Justin can seize this opportunity. This is a perfect opportunity. This might be the best opportunity because, you know, when he went to Chicago, he knew he was going to be the starter. They just didn't have the pieces around him, and I don't know if that system was conducive and the coach was conducive. Now, he has another defensive-minded head coach, but I think AG has an offensive guy that can put Justin Fields in position to be successful.
And listen, let's understand what Justin Fields has at his disposal over there with the Jets as well. You got Brees Hall, you got brother Allen, who looks like a Derrick Henry, who looks the part. I mean, I'm not saying he's Derrick Henry. I'm just saying they have a 1-2 punch at the running back position. We have one of top 10 receivers in the NFL, depending on where you slate him at, depending on where you want him at, and Garrett Wilson. Well, goddamn, who's the number 2? Damn, hey, Chad, who's the number 2 at receiver, man, with the Jets? It's slipping my mind. Damn.
Let's get this workout.
Let's crush it.
How much squat?
I'd suggest keeping your core tight.
Now I feel it. Only deadlifts and lunges left, right?
Don't forget about the planks.
Let's try to forget about those planks.
Not on my watch.
You think, look, Alan Lazar still there? Alan Lazar, Josh Reynolds? You remember Josh Reynolds? I think he played for the Rams. I think he was in like Tennessee.
So Garrett,
or was he in Detroit? I'm almost certain he was with the Rams.
So hold on, they got Alan Lazard and Josh Reynolds. So that's the 2 and the 3.
And Garrett Wilson, yeah. But he's trying to find out. We know Garrett Wilson, that we're trying to find the other receiver. But that is Josh Reynolds. He's with the Rams. I think he's with Tennessee or was it Lion? Okay, yeah. You with the Broncos?
Hey,
you like AG? You think AG is the right fit for the Jets?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, you need a player like that can deal with that media. Forget in-house.
Yeah.
Forget the football stuff. Give me somebody with a mindset and a mentality that can deal with all the bullshit and the stereotypes that come along with being the head coach in a market of that magnitude. Once you get something that's ready for that, okay, now I can work on everything else. I can work from the top on down. And AG's the right player for that.
And he played in New York, so he definitely
understands. Yeah, but listen,
it.
One thing about it, even though he played in New York, you understand how those newspapers are. You ain't getting no cut either. We ain't giving you no break either. If the things ain't going right, we gonna hop on you too. Well, the newspaper outlets and media outlets are ruthless, and I don't know who creates some of the headlines sometimes. Boy, they so creative.
That's what they say. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Make it anywhere. Hey, just sitting here talking about all this quarterback play, man. It just remind me of my day, man, at Beach High, man. Remind me of my days at Beach High, man. You know, I was one of the best in the state, huh? You hear me? I was one of the best in the state.
No, you were one of the best in the state.
No. In the state. I'm talking about in the world. I was one of the best in the world. I remember. Hey, you know what's funny? For me to have played quarterback at Miami Beach Senior High in 1996,
I still remember my receivers, my number 1 and my number 2, Dwight Sturb and Richie Lucelle. That's my little Zoe. Dwight Sturb. I mean, Dwight was my homeboy. He was
Joe.
good,
Oh, Joe. You think Joe Montana can tell you who his wide receivers were in college or in high school?
Not.
You only had 2 or 3 on Joe. Damn.
But see, my 2, Dwight Sturb and Richard Lucelle, that's my Zoe. Richard Lucelle, that's my Zoe. Stop by, say, Richard, if you see this, you know, hey, we was out there doing burgers. Listen, my running back was Tobar Wilson. Oh my goodness, boy. Tobar, hey, you should have saw me out there. Huh?
Okay, name the offensive line. Name your 5 offensive linemen at Oregon State. At Oregon State? Yeah.
I played receiver, I don't know.
Exactly. That's my point.
I was running the offense like this. Blue 80. Blue 80. Hey, Mike, you hot. You get two off Mike, you hot, bro. Yeah. Alert.
Chat,
alert. And then I go to the gun. Hey, I go to the gun.
He didn't do none of that.
Hey, boy, I used to be killing that thing at quarterback. I had on the number 2 too. Hey, you got to remember I was the baby when I was a freshman. D Starks was the quarterback. Samari Rowe was the receiver.
In the morning you get up, sit. Just that, and just pay attention to what is, you just pay attention to your being before you go out and touch the world. Already your mind is touching the world inside your own room in the form of thoughts and feelings and judgments and plans and projections and so on. So sit quietly, and just notice.
See
if you can discern the difference between the mind energy and beingness. Always beingness is there first. You cannot have mind energy without consciousness. Beingness and consciousness, same thing. So you sit quietly. Don't try to stop the mind or to stop thinking. Notice first. That's a very neutral attitude. You stay put, you observe, just be observing. So, you can feel so much. So don't get entangled in that. Don't log into it. Just notice that. But also notice the space, which we don't notice. Often we don't notice it. Nobody takes any pay attention to that. And yet that space is there before any noise comes. And it's there during the noise, and it's there after the noise. Nothing has happened to it. So I say pay attention, don't create anything, just simple, sober attention. And then you start to see the mind is all the things, and it's almost always personal. I've got to do this and this thing, and no, cha. It's always personal, so that's the mind stuff. The beingness is not personal. It's like space, silence, peace, and presence. Just presence. In one word I can say just presence. Impersonal presence, impartial presence. Sit with that and be one with just the presence. Stay with the presence, because that is the ground. The mind is like a ship without an anchor in a storm. But the presence is like the root. It's the anchor. I cannot call it anchor because anchor is a small thing. Presence is everywhere. And stay with that and clarify your being just by paying attention to that. And see that it is not a waiting state. Beingness is not waiting for the mind to relax. It is just, it's constant, it's there. Relative to the mind, it's constant state. And just by sitting like that, and with that distinction between mind and presence, you can see, then you don't have to try and control the mind. Just by being presence, being one with the presence, the mind stuff becomes very weak, meaningless. If you stay as the person who is the, what you may call the kind of daily self. If you stay as the person, then that's the one that the mind is relating with a lot. That is But if you stay as presence, even that's going there, it's nothing at all. Because that will change. It's always changing. I always knew actors on that stage. But being self-aware, if you do this, even if you do 10 minutes and so, like that, you're going to like it so much because you're experiencing the peace that is naturally yourself. So you just pay attention to that, even if you do it for a short time, but do it completely, that you come to a point where you see that, okay, you know, you say don't get entangled in the mind stuff. It's difficult because they're very familiar. It's like old friends come to the house now, and you're not to answer. I said, yes, you're not to answer because although they're old friends, they're stale friends. They're not good friends. Don't accept something only because of familiarity. No? So it's come and you know the scenario that happens. The minute you engage from the personal standpoint, it's very difficult to pull away from it. But you exercise your discernment, you're looking. This is not something you have to create because that is a fact already. It's a fact unnoticed. Now you must notice the fact. That when you think of yourself as I, very quickly the mind is taking claim for this I. When we say I, we almost always are thinking I person am. I person am. Not the words, but actually what they mean. We think of ourselves as person. You open your door, leave your room as person. So obviously if you go out as person, you're going to meet a world of persons. And you're going to interrelate as person to person. You leave your room as presence. Leave the room as presence. This little you can do, it doesn't take that much time. And gradually, as you keep at it, you see that it becomes natural. It's not that you have to practice to be yourself, but you have to practice to be yourself. You see, yourself is there, our true self is here, because even the false selves cannot appear without the true self. It is here. But because of the reflex to begin from the place of personhood, you see, it's like you're here, but you're living as though you're there, and you're meeting the world as well. So this is why I say, this is the mask of what you are, you know, and you're dealing with the world, but you're actually yourself is there, and you're living as the mask, unaware of yourself.
Oh, you're back. What's up?
That is the main, most important thing to recognize. It is the most important. If you are just snipering the little troubles that come here, you're going to have to connect with a good bullet store, because it's going to keep coming more and more things. Or if you go out fishing with one string and a hook, you might catch a fish now and again. But what I'm sharing with you is like fishing with a huge net that covers the whole ocean. And why do I say that? You have to find the one that is the cause of this world and this worldly person and identity. You have to find it. And why? How you can know him? Because he also goes by the name of I. That's one of the great paradoxes. Because I say, I is the first to appear. I is the first in any language, you know, that the intuition, the sense I am, appears first. Only then you can see other, or this and that, because I is the subject for the experiencing, the sense I. But we must understand what the I mean. Because as I said before, God says I am. But the ego also say I am. And even the devil say I am. So is it same? You must see the difference. The person says I am. You see, is the root cause. I am meaning I am the body. You don't remember saying that, but instinctively we relate. If you see his body, I am this one. This is me. I am the body. Then I am my conditioning. Then other conditioning can come, and that's where the person is born. The person is not born at the birth of the body. The person is born when the belief I am the body and I am my conditioning. When that is born, the person comes. But the person comes before the person consciousness is there. Is that saying too many things? So, as you begin to break the reflex energy, which is immediately you start to think in the I am the person mode. Then you can continue all day thinking I am the person mode, trying to sort out all the problems of the I am the person, I am the body mode. So this is why I said in the morning, get up, sit for a little bit in silence, and watch your sense of self, which means your mind and the sense of being, and discern the difference. Mind will be and some personal quality. Beingness is impersonal.
Isabella, you still in here?
Inside and outside. Mind is like person, because it comes with the noise and intention and emotion and plans and attachments and desires, all of that history. So you're aware of the noise. So this time, don't just link up. Be aware of it only. Because if you link up, you're going to say, please help me to get rid of it. No, just being aware is enough. Be aware, no, and be aware at the same time of the space of being, the place of presence. And you see the presence is stillness, the mind is movement, remain in the stillness. You see, you don't have to become something. It's there already. You're already watching from stillness. So when I say be zero, zero means this emptiness. The self, stay like this. And if you sit like this for 5, 7 minutes, 10 minutes if you want, it's going to be the best 10 minutes you're going to spend.
Alright, let's talk about semen.
Pause. Straight.
Down here, you've got to throw fastballs. There's no question, especially over the middle. But that coverage there was just so tight.
We got the NFL schedule to talk about. I'm playing on Christmas. Whoop.
I got there, Cameron wanted to hate this dude. First dude I meet, hey man, how you doing? I'm very like, I don't know who the hell you are. I'm sitting watching for like a week or two. And I finally told him, I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I wanted to hate you. I said, but now I see why everybody love you. Like he genuinely cares about everybody.
Did you think New England was cheating?
Hell yeah, they was cheating. What you mean?
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Not Just Football. We have a great show for you. As always, we have my very cool host, Hayden Walsh. But today's a very special episode. You know, we got the NFL schedule to talk about. I'm playing on Christmas. Whoop! But we also have to have our special guest from the draft party. This is our last guest, but it's our best guest. Mr. James Harrison is on the pod. We make him cry, so have a listen to that. No joke, he actually cried. But it was a good time. Hayden, what'd you think about that?
I can't believe we got him to cry. I mean, you know, I've never seen him show that much emotion before. It was very, very moving watching him cry. I was shocked you were able to pull that out of him.
Yeah, acting has changed that dude up. It's a little weird.
It is weird, but it's pretty exciting, I think, too. I think he's got big things ahead of him.
So let's jump right into our 3 and Out segment. How you feel about that?
Good. All right, let's start first here. We got to go NFL schedule to start, man. I mean, obviously, I think the fans care about this probably more than the players. But what is a player thinking when he sees the NFL schedule first?
Honestly, I don't care. Like, you already announced the opponents. It's just when we play them. You know I got to prepare my body for 17 games plus, and you know, We play who we play. We play them early, play them late. I was telling you before that everybody's talking about it's a gauntlet or it's a tough schedule. It's like, it's Mortal Kombat, It's either finish them or get finished. And so you take care of business and, you fight the people in front of you.
Yeah, it's really depressing when I text you and I'm super excited about the schedule, like what week you're playing everybody and no division games till week 11, which is bananas to me. Why you don't care about that? That is, you guys play a physical brand of football in the AFC North, and to have to play that many division games late in the season is a disadvantage. I don't care what you say.
But the way you look at it is though, we have to play them. They got to play us, and they got to deal with our physical brand.
That's fair.
So
yes.
It is what it is. I signed up for football. Let's play football.
I know, but it sucks to, when I text you all these, see these leaks and stuff, you don't care at all. It's like, I wish you cared more. I really do.
Bro, you ain't getting me to clicking like that.
All right, well, I do want to know, what's it like playing on Christmas? I believe you've done it before. I know Christmas Eve you've had before, but have you played on Christmas? I can't remember.
Played on Christmas. Actually, I think we played on Christmas before. I think the Immaculate Reception, where AB had the extension. Immaculate Extension, let me get that right. Where AB got that out there. We won there, and then 2 years ago we played on Christmas Eve. It's just you got to get all of your Christmas shopping done before. I think Christmas Eve I was wrapping gifts literally that night after the game, after the Raiders game. But it's, you really just take care of all your off the field stuff way earlier in the week, because it's just jam packed as you get towards the end of the week.
Man, Al had you wrapping presents the day you got home.
I'm wrapping her presents,
bro.
Well,
I guess that's true.
All right.
I just didn't know. I was like, man, you got to wrap before then. That's on you. That's a rookie mistake.
Bro, I wait to the last minute. Even in school, that's how it was. I wait to the last minute, get the best grade on it, and we keep it moving.
One thing I'll say about that Christmas one, and we had this conversation last year about your Saturday to Saturdays and your whatever the short weeks. That's a short week again, man. Saturday to Wednesday. You've played a game on Wednesday before, so it probably isn't that weird. But talk about the short turnarounds and just how annoying those are for players.
So last time we played on Wednesday, we kept getting moved back from the Baltimore game because of COVID. They had an outbreak in Baltimore. I don't know what was going on in the water up there, but their team was decimated with, people that couldn't play that game. So they kept moving it back. It was Monday, then Tuesday, then Wednesday. And so there was a lot of waiting around there. This time around, it's not a lot of waiting around. It's just everybody knows we play on Wednesday. But it's pretty similar to a Thursday schedule where, most teams there's not a lot of on the field work. It's more walk-through pace, more of cold tub, hot tubs, just trying to get the body moving a little bit. A lot more film work goes in those weeks than just the physical toll you get through a practice. And so, we'll pick it up from there. As much as we make a big deal, we've got the Wednesday night game, they've got the Wednesday night game too. So don't expect anyone to feel sorry for you. Every team's got to go through it. You just play through it.
I'm sensing a theme here where you want to make it seem like other people have to play you guys as well, which is the right way to look at it. But as a fan, we're looking at it as, we got to play them. So I respect the confidence.
The sky is falling for you guys. Well, maybe we drop the sky on you. How about that?
Listen, it's out of our control. So you guys just need to win, and we'll all be happy. One thing I did want to ask though, would you rather play on Christmas or Thanksgiving?
I'd rather play on Thanksgiving. I feel like it's a given playing on Thanksgiving. Even if you're not playing football in a game, you're outside throwing the ball, throwing the pigskin around the backyard. But I think Christmas is you just want to open presents, but I'll open up a big present after the game.
How mad is the NBA that on a Wednesday y'all decided to flip the schedule and make sure you get a couple games played to go up against the NBA slate?
I was reading in one of my group chats, and they were like, the NFL will always find money. And NFL is finding money right now. We have Monday night games. We don't have Tuesday night games, but it's probably coming. Wednesday, Thursday. We've had Friday games, Saturday games. Man, it's the only sport that can almost take up every day and have primetime games. So it's really crazy that NFL is able to market this thing.
Well, even week 1, Friday night, they're going up against high school football now. Friday night, Packers playing Philadelphia in Brazil. Like, you're right. They will find a way to get in. They had success with that Amazon game last year, and we're like, we got to do it again. Just do it week 1, man.
Sorry, PBS, but all of your high school games are not about to get eradicated by NFL football, so it's really tough to deal with.
No, I mean, I can't believe, were you kind of hoping you'd get that Brazil game or no?
No, because when I was hearing about it, I heard it wasn't very thought out. There's going to be a lot of security issues, and Brazil's going to be wild, so pretty glad we didn't get that game. But I would love to see us play in like Mexico or Ireland. I think Ireland would be the coolest thing, especially with the ambassador, old man Dan Rooney, passing away. But it'd be really cool to have us honor him out there. And also Mexico, we have the biggest reach in Mexico, so that could be really cool as well.
Yeah, that would be. You think the NFL should stop, though, expanding the days? Like, it kind of feels like it's appointment television on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays, and now I guess, like you said, it's going to Friday. It could be Tuesday eventually. Wednesday's a game this year.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, one year we're going to be playing in May or, June or July. Like, they're going to try and market it. They take up every holiday. You're going to have Memorial games. You're going to have, Valentine's Day games. Well, the Super Bowl is basically that. But then after that, you're going to have Earth Day, where football's played. You name it. You name it. There's going to be a holiday with football on it.
I mean, I think, though, with the schedule release, they got TV shows and everybody's talking about it, kind of proof they don't even necessarily need games to be the number one story. Because I'd imagine just as many people are going to watch ESPN's coverage of the schedule release as they are the hockey game.
Maybe. I like hockey, so screw it.
Nah,
I don't need to see the schedule
release.
release.
Care at all. All right, well, let's move on to the second down here. Did you happen to catch Harrison Butker's commencement speech?
No. I kind of just.
Did you?
I saw a lot of the keys behind it, and I chose not to really listen to it. I've given a commencement speech, and one thing I've learned is you don't insult the audience because this just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I have no comment on that crap.
So you didn't, what was your advice you got, or what was your thought process going into your commencement speech? And where was yours at again?
Mine was Mother's Day at Carlow College, where both my mom and grandma both went to school. So I had the honor of speaking to them, and my grandmother was in the audience as well. And we both got honorary doctorates, so you can call me Dr. Hayward now. But, it was an honor to speak in front of them, and yeah, I don't think that's the right route you go about it.
What'd you cover in your speech?
Oh, what did I cover? I went about, I just spoke of how, my grandmother was part of the school and how much she's done so much after this, and how college has given her an opportunity to do great things after. And I wouldn't be in the position I am without her. And, it was very, you're more thankful than telling people what they should and should not think.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive with it. It was just kind of like, if that's your message, that's your message. But I don't know. I don't know if I would want to hear that at my college commencement. You know what I mean? But it definitely got...
Kickers get aggressive, bro. Kickers get aggressive.
It got wings, man. That thing really flew around. I saw a bunch of people. It was like a big debate. So I glad to hear your commencement speech did not go the same way as Harrison Butker's, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to third down here. NFL's going to be on Netflix this year. We've seen Netflix trying to take on a bunch more live events with the Tom Brady roast. I know they're doing the Jake Paul fight. How's it feel? You're going to be one of the first, I think the first game on Netflix, Chiefs Steelers. You're now you're getting cast a Netflix check.
I guess so. I gotta see the royalties on that sucker. I think, it's cool and it's on Netflix. It's something else for the fans got to pay for. I am sorry, fans.
Dude,
They're
thank you.
running up the price, bro.
Thank you.
Listen, man,
They
you
are
mad as
running
fuck.
it up. YouTube TV, Peacock,
Had to pay to watch my thing, get their
ESPN
ass
Plus, Netflix. Man, y'all have it cut out for everybody, and it's wild. I miss the old school where everything was just on TV and everybody got a chance to watch, but we ain't going back to that.
No, man. Thank you for saying it. I'm glad that the players feel it too. I mean, Amazon Prime, YouTube TV, Peacock,
Bro,
Netflix.
you know what's crazy? Like, it's not like our families get a discount or something. They make them pay just like everybody else. So like, it's wild. Like, my family could be right here and we're playing all the way in, California or something. There's a chance they might not get the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but it's just like, if you could ever come up with a way to get them to do it all on one platform, I think you could be NFL commissioner and the fans would get behind you. You wouldn't be getting booed like Goodell, that's for sure.
Cam commish.
I like it. I mean, listen, I think we should do it. All right, well, now that you work for Netflix, what's a Netflix show you would like to maybe host or participate in?
Well, first, I think I need to moderate the Love is Blind.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my wife would be killing it and having a lot of fun giving people marriage advice when we need marriage advice as well. So that could be great. But other than that,
This nigga is horrible.
the big kid in me wants to be on, like, Is It Cake? And be able to try and decipher, is this cake or not? Or Flora's Lava, where it brings me back to, like, the Legends of the Hidden Temple, where they're just jumping on everything, trying to climb. I think it'd be really fun to see NFL players do that, and Lemon Mick pulls out himself while doing that. Could be golden if they allowed that to happen.
I think Love is Blind would you be good on. I also think if you were a host on Love Island, that would be hilarious. Just to watch you out there, just hosting that thing would be great. But I will say...
Why do you think I'd be good at Love
honestly,
Island?
I think it's a visual thing. Just to see your large frame over there hosting Love Island. Like, you're obviously not single, but it would be funny to see you hosting the event.
I think I just get annoyed with all the drunk people.
I think that's what would be great. I think it would be fantastic. I did see a new show, though, where soccer players go undercover and they make up jobs, right? That they're like construction workers or whatever, but they're on a dating show with women and they have no idea they're soccer players. I'm like, we should do that with NFL players. It would be great.
I think we just need a Love is Blind athlete edition. We bring a bunch of athletes on, and you don't tell them what they look like, you don't tell them what that, and they just explore it that way. Because you know how competitive athletes are, and put them in a situation where they want to either win at the competition or they want to find love, and then they have to deal with all the schedules of it.
I mean,
that could be
but then you're forcing athletes to get married. But I mean, it would be funny. I mean, Love is Blind Athlete Edition would be hilarious.
Yeah, and think about it. We wouldn't have to worry about any people like grabbing for money. All these people, should have stable jobs, and it could make for great TV. I think it could be scary how good this TV show could be.
I know, I agree. I think it would be funny. I still, though, you have to find a way, I feel like, to disguise their voices or something. Because I feel like if you it would be some athletes you'd be able to pick up on who they are, even if you ask enough questions. Like, I don't know, they have to figure out where to make
imagine, like, Joel Embiid being on there?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's too many people, like, I don't know, or like Mike Tyson. If Mike Tyson was on there, I feel like he's got a distinct voice.
First of all, Mike Tyson, he's basically 60 years old. You think he wants to go on Love is Blind?
I mean, listen, they shouldn't discriminate on their age discriminate or whatever. Or, you know what I mean? They should be none of that. Just let them on, man. Let's go. I mean, if Mike Tyson wants to find love, you let him find love.
We let Logan Paul find love, or, we throw it out there. We let Le'Veon Bell, AB, oh man, the clicks we would get, that would be awesome.
Oh, it would be hilarious to watch them all interact in like the kitchen area, and then watch, because that's one of the best parts of that show.
Yes, yes.
All right, well, let's go out now. We got your opinion on Netflix. You're playing on Netflix, but we need to discuss something because before this record, I was on my phone and got a report from Jeremy Fowler and ESPN that you are holding out, or is it holding out, or you're not going to OTAs? What's going on, man? You didn't tell me this.
First of all, it's voluntary. Let's get that straight.
Okay.
I'm working out. I'm doing everything. But
that's it?
That's it.
You don't have like any, what's the reasoning? You're just, let me ask you this. Have you always attended these and you're not attending this year?
I have always attended these, but at this time, it's just contract negotiations. And, I want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler, but we'll see what happens.
Well, I want you to be a Pittsburgh Steeler too, so I respect the whole thing.
But, you gotta do what's right for you.
Absolutely.
And, I'm training hard. It's nothing I'm not doing on and off the field. I'm doing everything possible, and we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, I'd say you certainly have a lot of motivation. I've seen quite a bit. I've seen quite a bit. So we don't have to.
Everybody has been having an opinion, and that is just great for me. I tell you that. That is the icing on the cake to all this, and I appreciate you. I love you guys. It's great you guys all have opinions, and I value them. But I can't wait to have some fun with this.
I can't either. We'll address that another day. How about that?
Yes.
Okay, we'll address all the opinions that.
Just know it's all screenshots.
I assume that we can maybe make a collage one day.
Yes. Yeah. All right, let's toss it to our interview with the one and only James Harrison. You want to talk about that shirt you got on?
Oh, this shirt right here. This that James Harrison special. It's from Homage or Homage, however you want to say it. It's on their site. You can go and get it. Check my Instagram. It's in my link.
Wow. Check his Instagram.
Yeah.
So you're different now.
I'm different a little bit.
All right. So what's it like being an actor now? What's different?
Not much is really different. See, I had those skills.
Oh,
y'all just didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
Every time I walked out the tunnel, you saw a part of it.
Yeah.
That was just
What did you do when you walked out the tunnel? Show everybody.
It was just a different, it was just a little different look. It was a different persona. It was the guy I like to call Super James.
Super James.
Super James. Yeah.
What is Super James like?
He's a little uncontrollable. Sometimes even I have a problem.
Okay. So I want to jump right in. What do you think about the draft so far?
I'm liking what I'm seeing, especially for positions of need that that we have. Yeah.
I like it.
Especially the first round pick. I really like that one.
You like him?
Oh yeah.
Would he have gotten around you? Would he been able to block you?
But not long.
Not long.
Not long.
Would you have welcomed him pretty quickly? Yeah, you welcomed him pretty quickly in training camp.
Definitely. We welcome all our guys, to be honest with you. Everybody coming in is they're a part of the team now, and you got to do whatever you can, to try and help them succeed. That's just part of, being a Steeler and handing the lineage down to the next guys that come in.
Baptized by fire, right?
No question.
All right, Travis Kelce, dog out here in the league right now, but he talked about his welcome to the league moment. He told a story about him trash talking you, and you humbled him real quick. Do you remember this?
To be honest, I don't. It's a lot of things that like happen in games that may stick out to some people, and to others, it's just part of doing your job.
So if somebody talks mess to you, how do you handle it?
It really depends. If I didn't say nothing to him, I probably didn't hear it. To be honest with you, because you know me, once you get to talking to me, I get real reckless with it.
And then you start pointing at him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you gonna pay for this?
Oh, yeah.
You gonna pay for this?
Oh yeah. See you in the tunnel, all that good stuff. I mean it.
Along those lines, though, did you have a welcome to the league moment?
I had a welcome to the league moment my rookie year, and Clark Higgins, he had got hurt. So when he got hurt, I was the backup behind him. So I ended up playing like 3/4 of that game in Detroit. That was like the first time I ever played a lot. And dude, I remember like waking up the next day, dude, I couldn't get out of bed. I was crawling. I called my dad, and I was like, "Hey, Dad, I don't know if this is for me. I can't really do nothing." He gave us the day off, coward.
Yeah.
If he hadn't gave us the day off, I had nothing for him. But, you know, as time went on, your body hardened up to it, and you got used to it. But that Detroit game, that next day, it was like, yeah, this is what you're going to have to do if you really want to. You got to put in the time. You got to, especially to make sure. That's why I spent so much time and energy and, you know, money on my body. Because without that, you know, I can't even step on the field to even start to try and do anything.
If you were taking care of your body like you did now, how many plays could you play right now?
Camping World is America's used RV supercenter. We have over 22,000 quality pre-owned RVs in stock, featuring top brands like Jayco, Forest River, Grand Design, Keystone, Thor Motor Coach, Brinkley, and more. Browse the full assortment at campingworld.com today.
Whataburger, bring back Pico de Gallo burger, and I'll bring back 3 of my table tents.
Okay, deal. The Pico de Gallo burger is back. We're bringing back the hits. What a burger.
Looking for that perfect destination? Then it might be time to escape to your own home. There's no passport required. Traveling to your living room. With a 1-hour heating and air conditioning maintenance checklist, you'll be on an island of comfort.
If I actually really got back into it, man, to be 100%, I could probably give you 20 to 25.
Wow.
So you coming back, right?
Yeah. There's an opening. There's an opening.
When I
Traditional pass rusher.
No,
Right.
no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't.
If they told you you only had to play third downs, and it had to be passing situations.
Third and 8 and longer, yeah.
My competitive nature won't let me just go out there on third downs, and that's the problem. That's like when I first came back out of retirement, and it was Tampa. And it was like, hey, you gonna get 10 to 15 plays, you know, da-da-da. That was my walk back into it. And it was like 50-something plays later, you know, I'm like, yeah, that didn't turn out how I expected it to turn out. And you remember, like, that first week back, dude, if it wasn't for the fact that my daddy told me, you finish what you start, that second day, I would have told him, hey, I made a mistake. My body, he was not having it, dude.
Devo, I remember when you did that. So I remember seeing you when you retired first time, and everybody was like, oh, he still looks like he's in good shape.